anything to weigh that down?
Yes, I just
Yeah.
Have we got anything anything to weigh that down?
I think there's a... Anonen!
So we are now live.
Hello.
I just realised I have a notification.
That's
It's the Canoness!
Ah, but this... That's a cannon.
Stop getting you.
How will we know?
No, that's a big one.
I'm from Texas, man.
Could you
We've
be
all got
American?
big ones there. Now it's a mortar.
Very long
Now it's silly.
When you're having a bad day.
Put the cannon in back.
No, then you put it downwards and it's a molar.
No, that's something you use when you're in Gibraltar and nowhere else.
Oh yeah, off the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
I was wondering what you meant there for saying that. Oh, yeah.
And local. Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, water defences even more so than Gibraltar.
Well, there's no,
They held
like...
up to get the other.
Yeah, I know they did, but the reason I say Gibraltar is because in the fucking European theatre of the American Revolutionary War, after Spain and France had joined in on America's side, they besieged Gibraltar, and they basically had to do that to all the guns because they couldn't depress the guns far enough to fire at the ships that were right beneath the rock of Gibraltar.
So we are live.
Okay. Welcome to History with Ed, everyone.
I will do the introduction now.
You wouldn't get that right. That's title.
Good evening, ladies,
That's a little bit
gentlemen, people who are talking over me, and those who do not fit into the above categories. There we go. And welcome to the Iceni Broadcasting System. I am being thrown completely off my track tonight. God bloody damn it. Fuck it.
Not
Fuck
very
it.
fucking professional of you, V. Jeez.
Tonight, this shit. Dungeons and Dragons, Men in Black.
Yeah.
So just pause some music and we will go to the camera. Now I have just had to set up a new camera for this, so hello. We are live. We are visible. We are currently on this camera here, I believe.
Why is there a fucking plastic beehive on the thing?
I think it's to catch insects.
Flycatch on.
Oh, fair enough.
That's been there for months.
It has?
Yeah, I think that's very good.
I've only just noticed it.
I mean, I noticed it last week. I just didn't say anything.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
been there for ages, to be honest.
Fair enough. No, I'm just not very observant, apparently.
Which is a great thing to have in a DM.
Mhm.
So,
It means you can get away with more shit, if
Yeah.
that makes any difference.
folks, welcome. I'm V, and tonight I am not actually running the game. Instead, it is being run by our delightful Ed over there, who, that one, who, if you would like to give us a quick introduction into your game, because it's been a little while, and then lead us into introduction of everybody.
It has indeed been a little while. So,
Currently overhead.
tonight we will be continuing with the Men in Black campaign, where our intrepid adventurers will be set in the roles of...
Actually,
It's Delta Team, isn't it?
Yes.
You are? Yeah.
Yes, we are
Delta.
Yeah, you are set in the role of Delta Team, which are a group of agents in the service of the Men in Black, going around the world, and in some cases beyond the world, fixing various supernatural, alien, and otherwise non-earthly threats to humanity and the world. And last time we were here, you went for a little jaunt in the Feywild, or rather, a space between the world and the
A
Feywild.
little
The
market.
Indeed, the little market.
I love the
Where-
little market. I love the little market.
Yeah,
I'm
I've thought a few more things on that.
Hey, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that bit. I was quite happy with that when I came up with that one. Needless to say, at some point you will be going back to the little market.
Ooh.
So that'll be a little bit further down the line, where maybe you have a little more to trade, and it doesn't quite tank your character quite so badly if you want to buy something really cool. So you came back from the little market. You got told in no uncertain terms by Mr. X that you were to drop the issue as concerns your previous memories not being there, which we all now know is pretty established that you were
Because of the little
something
market.
else beforehand. And I believe when we left off, you had just come out of the interrogation division, where you met Dr. Adam,
Yes.
the interrogation specialist of the Men in Black.
No, it was
Adam.
Frankenstein's.
Monster.
Oh,
Creature.
Yeah, due to the fact
Creature, please.
we took a witch
There's nothing
back.
monstrous about him.
Hi.
Yeah, we took a
Yeah,
Apart from his height.
Apart from his what?
Height.
Apart from his height, yeah, he is about 8 foot tall. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
so just a couple inches shorter than you.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. I bet you based off myself. Yeah. But yes, you did manage to take the hag back, which is the hag that was had kidnapped a child in the village of what?
I forget what the village is called, but when you said hag, my brain just went back to Toxoplasmosia, the witch.
The village
No.
of Essex.
I think it's somewhere in the home counties actually.
Yeah, well,
Home
that's what I
county.
can't remember.
I think it was meant to be somewhere up near like Oxford or something.
Yeah.
But regardless, you brought her corpse back. Dr. Adam raised her from the dead, and she will. What? No, to interrogate.
He
And,
was freaky with her.
Needless to say, she will be out of commission for a good few days until she's ready to properly be interrogated, because raised dead takes quite the toll on the body. So in the meanwhile,
Painful.
oh, you could tell from the initial raising, it definitely was. So, you have all been given a moment or two of leave, considering that the fight that you had with the hag and her cronies that turned out to be quicklings under the effects of
Yes.
disguised self was a rather trying time.
Not me, I didn't get hit.
Yeah, not for you, because no one fucking saw where you were. Because
It's funny, one
some-
person that could cast slow wasn't there.
yeah.
Somebody who was down to 12 hit points. Fuck you, sir.
Everybody but you that took damage went down, and nothing happened to you.
Nothing
You just
happened. I don't think
fucking
it happened to me.
domed the hag repeatedly until it died. It's just as well, because it was 9d6 worth of damage if she got into melee range with you. So, like, well done. Like,
I was
you
gonna do that. I
you,
got
you,
a move.
you trivialised what should have been a deadly encounter for yourself, which was pretty impressive. But you have been given a good chunk of leave. Hello.
And
Yes,
that's it for tonight.
In the same way that V loves cats, I love dogs. So, fuck you all. Goodbye.
This is my dog now.
That's mine.
He just
So,
leaves.
you have a good few days of downtime with which to do whatever you wish to recover from the previous bout. In practical terms, this means that if you haven't taken a long rest, you can. I believe you are all now level 5,
Yes.
because it was a pretty serious
We were already
encounter.
level 5, weren't we?
I couldn't remember if I
Yeah.
told you to level up at the end of last
Yeah.
session or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So you are all now level 5. So the floor is yours to do with your downtime, whatever you wish.
Introduce people first.
Oh yes, of course. Right. Well, let's do the introductions going that way around. So why don't you begin, sir?
I'm Lawrence, and I'm playing Ardenrath Darkstalker.
Child stalker.
Right. No,
No, fight a rogue.
I'm Dave, and I'm playing Finbar, the varied human druid,
Mm.
who I'm convinced was John Wick in a previous life.
It was something.
You'll see. You'll see who he was. You'll see who he
No, he was John Wick.
He's called John Wick.
was.
Hello, I'm V, and you should know me by now. I am playing tonight Cathis La, or Carlos Larson, to use his cover. He is a UNT stroke lizard folk, but kind of flavouring it as being like the...
Functionally, he's a UNT,
yeah,
but in terms of lore,
kind of
he
flavouring it like the serpent folk from Call of Cthulhu. He is a bard, and yeah, haunted one background.
lovely.
I'm Luke, playing Bruce, the Dragonborn cleric.
G'day, Bruce.
Get
What
out,
type of
Bruce.
cleric?
Death Domain.
I thought you were grave. You were a grave cleric.
Like mine's Death Domain.
You sure? You've changed that since last time. Okay,
I was meant to be a grave, but it didn't come up, so I chose Death Domain.
fair enough.
Death metal domain.
Metal Dwayne.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson with like really long hair.
God, that's an image.
Yeah, it is.
Wait,
Watch the film Hercules. You get that
Oh,
very
yeah.
image the entire time. Or Scorpion King, yeah, true.
I'm James. I'm playing Detective Earl Davenport, the reborn wizard.
Bless you. Oh,
Wrong character.
I miss saying it.
Next time say it on Bruce. This is just.
Good night, Bruce.
Bruce is dead.
Right. So you have some downtime. Do what you want to do with it.
Want to go around the
Go up
table?
another level.
No. So, Lawrence, what will you be doing during your downtime?
How much downtime have we got?
Technically, you've got sort of 2 or 3 days to recuperate from a pretty heavy fight. We'll.
Pretty heavy flight? Diggity touched.
It's a group effort, man.
I know, I killed it.
Yeah. So, is there anything particular that you would like to do?
No. I have all I need.
Fair enough. So you're just going to take it easy for the next few days, yeah?
Chill.
Kick back, order pizza, watch a few films.
Nice. Dave or Finbar, what will you be doing?
I'm
during
going
this
to
time?
watch some really amazing TV shows that I've never seen before. There's so many in these TV
You're
programs.
doing a Captain America, like compiling a little list.
I've had this really good film called Star Wars. I've got loads of that.
Let's hope it's not the first one.
Star Trek. I've heard there's a couple episodes of that.
That one guy in the tech department recommends you One Piece.
Just gone on Paramount Plus.
Officer.
Just gone on to Paramount Plus and gone Star Trek. Ooh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's seasons, not films. Ooh.
What will you be doing, sir?
Cathis is probably going to go home,
Mm-hmm.
heal, and
Yeah.
try and relax. And I think he might do some work on his car.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Whichever one it is he's working on at the time.
What about Bruce?
G'day, Bruce.
I don't actually know what to do.
Are you pretty fucked up from the fight, or are you doing okay?
I was fine.
No, you.
You know what you could do? You could go out and raise a family. Just find an appropriate gravesite.
I could.
Ah.
I'm gonna go sit at a graveyard. Just chill out.
Fucking sick.
Go watch the football.
So you're
11 versus 11.
You're gonna join. You're gonna join a goth clique.
They haven't got a ball.
No.
Let's get extra head.
Yeah. I'll put a 12 person, kill them, and take their skull for football.
Oh, they do that. Right, cool. And Detective Davenport, what will you be doing, sir?
He's going to be a
I
scan
didn't ask
machine.
what James was doing. I asked what your character was doing.
He said he's going to be a scan machine.
No.
That's good.
You're going to go and work your second job as a bagman.
When you're that bad at your job at scanning, you make the noise.
The machine's just broken.
I am going to do some.
Weed.
Do some. I'm going to do some.
Hey, you can interrupt me. Don't interrupt the other characters, alright?
I don't know. That was really funny.
No, yeah.
I'm going to do some research on history.
What I'm going to do is
On the religious practices in history of ancient Aztec.
Very nice. Okay. Give me a history roll for that then.
Is that cocked or is that?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's definitely fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love rolling.
Mind you, history's intelligence based, so you
Yeah,
can't be, it shouldn't be too bad.
This is my characters you're talking about.
Yeah, but your intelligence is
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
yeah,
Hey,
14.
+6.
Yeah. I'm a wizard. High intelligence.
Yeah, maximum +5.
Well, I've got expertise in history. Oh.
Got expertise in history. Yeah, you should have more.
Should be higher than 6.
Proficiency, not expertise. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. If you've got proficiency, that's
So
correct.
your
You rolled
intelligence.
an 8.
Yeah, 8 plus 6, 14.
No, 8 plus 8 then. If you've got +5 and then +3,
Yeah.
No, it's not plus 5 yet. He's only plus 3 currently for his intelligence.
Oh,
Fair enough.
He's getting there. He's getting there. Okay, so with a 14, are you looking for any specific gods, or are you looking into their general practices?
I'll look at the general practices at the moment.
Okay. So,
I should have just taken one out, given that back.
would you mind? Go on, take your squeaky toy elsewhere. So, with your 14 on the history, you're coming to understand that the Aztec religion was pretty brutal.
Not an elf.
Their practices most often revolved around sacrifice of various things, a lot of the time humans. Pretty unsavory stuff for a guy that was assumedly raised relatively devout Christian, I imagine, considering the time that you were alive.
I would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's all pretty disturbing stuff.
It's reinforcing a lot of stereotypes.
Unfortunately. And you find out that there were a lot of different gods in the Aztec pantheon. Each one had a specific ritual sacrifice that was designed to appease them. Sometimes this varied on the manner of execution, sometimes it varied on the victim, and sometimes the process by which this sacrifice was carried out. And that's what you've got so far. So, come the end of your...
It is 18 when I should
I'll wait until they're
my
finished.
+2 shield.
speaking.
With my shield, I do +2 to my AC.
What's your AC at base?
18.
Oh, hey, Tobisaurus is with us.
Hey! Whichever camera is on.
Apparently, Ree is very confused as he can hear his bestie.
Oh, bless him.
So, your base AC is 16? Or
It's 18.
No,
what's your...
Let me put your armor.
Oh, scale mail.
Scale is
14.
Not that good. Yeah, it's 14.
14 plus your...
Is that medium?
Yes.
It's plus your dex up to +2,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, scale is
But
14
your
plus
AC
2.
should be 16, so
Then
if you
plus
add...
2 is 18.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that with a shield? Is it? There. May I ask what kind of shield you've got?
A round one.
I think it's just a normal shield.
Yeah, but what does that mean for this character? Do you have a modern shield? Or do you have something from like the culture of the draconic people?
Or do you look like you're carrying around fucking a piece of cosplay armor or something?
Or
Make
for flavour, you could have something like technological that fits underneath your
That's what I got from the little market.
You did,
Oh,
yeah.
I
You
will
got a
look at that for
retractable shield from the little market.
I shall look at that for you.
Yeah.
Needless to say, if you are,
My dear God.
There it is again.
Do it.
Still only counts as one.
Now that's how I got diabetes. You don't want to go there.
I will extricate the flying saucers.
You don't want to do that. Okay, takes one off.
That's like that bit with Wallace where he goes into the cheese, takes a slice, and then takes the wheel, puts the slice back. So has they made a decision, sir?
A kite shield.
Okay, so you are going with something that is more traditional, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, needless to say, you will stand out were you in
Yes.
ordinary society carrying around a whacking great steel shield.
Might I suggest you have a disguise for it, like a surfboard or something? You'll still stand out, but it'll be less obvious.
But he had a briefcase.
Yeah, we've got
You could probably put the filter on it to make it look
Or
like you're carrying a
a
briefcase.
big art case.
Yep, art case, something like that. Something a little less conspicuous than an actual shield
Actual
being
medieval
carried
shield.
by someone
You could wear-
masquerading
you
as
could
a
wear it on-
government agent.
You could wear it on his back with a backpack.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's fair.
You could have a big camping backpack.
Yeah.
Hiking backpack. You know.
That's
Well, like a military style one.
Yep.
Mm.
any of the above. Yeah, that would do nice.
Should have it as a Bergen.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that'll do.
Voice of
That'll
a
do.
burger for a minute then.
So you've got a little, the same thing that makes everybody else appear human, the filter device. You can get another one of them from requisition and pop it on the back of your shield,
Alright.
and then when you stow it, it will look like that. When you unstow it, it will
Quite shoot.
Yeah, it will drop that.
I just kind of
disguise.
like the image of having it still on it, sort of like your backpack on your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not right now.
Right. So, after your few days of downtime in which you have recovered from the fight, and someone's just fucking kicked back, I guess. 'Cause for you, that was a fucking breeze.
What fight?
Yeah, exactly. What fight? I just shot a guy a bunch of times and then went home. You are, needless to say,
Oh,
called.
Shot, move, shot, come back, move. Shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Were you playing a rogue?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you're playing fucking road. I don't know. I'm thinking. You are, needless to say, called back into the office, as you are all now familiar with. The process goes, you go back into the office, you wait for Mr. X, Mr. X gives you the job, and out you go. So, you are all...
Yes,
Yes,
a bit out of the process.
Oh,
Him being sarcastic and threatening to be thrown out.
that's true, yes. And always taking a chair, which I believe I said last time, the chairs are now all bolted down to the floor to
bolted
stop
onto the
you
floor.
from
You come
fucking
in with
about.
an impact gun.
You have to work pretty fucking quick to get that done in the time.
I don't know. I could actually see him laughing at that and just being like, "Okay, yeah,
Alright.
that one's
I
funny."
reckon he's got a pit gun at the exact size. So he's like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
He
maybe.
takes the chair.
No, he just puts a little mine on the underside of the seat,
Oh, mine.
so he arms it when he steals the seat. So if he ever sits down on it, it goes off.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
No, I didn't offer it to someone else.
It's still puts someone else's chair.
So, you are all making your way into MIB headquarters. I imagine those of you that are coming from outside the headquarters, namely yourself and yourself, who have outside dwellings, have come into the garage.
Got my Land Rover.
Indeed. Are
I'm gonna,
you... Go on.
I'm gonna drive one of my older cars today.
Oh,
It's the Rover
Do I have a
ST1.
car?
Just a slick of oil behind it as we drive.
lovely.
Do I have a car?
You see that the
that's a
janitor staff starts mopping up this fucking oil.
Every bloody time he brings that.
Fucking days to get out.
That's
It's
you
fucking-
kind of chose that at the start if you had a car. Like, if you had a Land Rover.
Yeah, in fairness, you did join like halfway through.
Yeah, I don't think I choose.
I don't think we established if you do you live outside of the MIB headquarters or do you live in
I live
in
outside.
barracks?
I live outside,
Cool. Where do you live?
Spain.
next to a grave.
Yeah,
Next to a
where?
graveyard.
Yeah, where?
What country?
Yeah, what country? What county? If you know a county
Uh,
within the country, like you live in
30
the
miles away.
I'm in
Lake.
London.
Oh, you're in London, and you
I
live
live in
in.
the Cotswolds.
That's it.
Where is the MIB building?
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
The moon.
So basically, the way that I don't know, you may not have actually been party to this at all. So the way that it works is getting in and out of MIB headquarters entails you going to one of the parking buildings that the MIB maintains all over the world. What this basically is an underground thing that for all the world to outside looks like a private parking bay.
Yeah.
What it is a tiny little place with a portal in it. You drive the car through the portal and you end up in MIB headquarters. So wherever you are, you can be at MIB headquarters as quickly as it gets
And
to
if
take you there.
you need a lift, I'm sure I can pick you up.
Yeah.
And you're battered.
So
You're battered.
your battered old oil spilling.
No, it's beautifully maintained. It's just a Rover ST1, so it has
Oil
a
leak.
not
means
particularly
it
great
leaks
engine.
oil. So yeah, you can quite literally be anywhere on the planet within reason. Like, you're probably not going to be living in the North Pole
Yeah, no.
Or
Anywhere
in the
urban.
Mid-Atlantic.
or the Mid Atlantic. Yeah.
Anywhere
Yeah.
where it's just relatively urban, basically.
Mhm.
Live in Norway then.
Norway. Okay,
Norway.
cool. Do you want to be like Trondheim up in the Arctic Circle, or somewhere more urbanized like Oslo or somewhere like that?
Oslo.
Yeah, Oslo. Right, cool. Nice. Nordic dragon. Yeah, makes sense. Nice.
If you live somewhere that's freezing cold, when they bury people, at least when you come to reanimate them, they still look the
Yeah, that's
same.
cool.
And it won't smell too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if I'm a bit hungry, I can choose fire breath.
Well, I suppose so.
How
You
many
know what
cannibals
pizza-
are at the
I'm
table?
going to say, there's at least... Well, technically, neither of them are actually cannibals.
Because I'm not
Eating
human.
people.
Yeah.
So there's a technical
I'm not a
difference.
human, so I'm
Um,
a cannibal.
What kind of Dragonborn are you, by the way? I don't know.
Gold.
Gold. You are gold. Cool. Right. So, in that case, the three...
Am I picking him up? Do you
I
have
don't
a
know.
car or do you want a lift?
I have a motorbike.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, in that case, the three of you end up coming into the garage together.
I'm just going to put gold on the radio as I'm parking up.
Do you react in any way?
Because you are gold.
I then proceed to go.
I then just sort of look to you and go, actually, no.
Yeah.
It's a big Range Rover drive.
Ah,
The
the Chelsea tractor. Oh,
I mean,
God.
technically, you're a third one if you've got a forked tongue.
So, you make your way out of the garage. Are you all meeting everybody outside of Mr. X's office?
I like the idea that we just walk in as a group after having just flipped each other
Yeah,
off
we're
for a few
having
minutes.
a
I
laugh.
mean, in fairness, that's pretty standard behaviour
Yeah.
for most of the teams, I think.
So, enjoy yourselves, gentlemen.
Yes. A break, kick back.
Lucky bastard. You?
Do you think that requisitions will have any lightsabers?
No, they won't.
He's just been watching Star Wars.
Fuck's sake.
Do you have any experience using a sword?
Yes.
No,
I don't know.
Insight check.
Yeah.
I
Can
dare
we have
not
an
ask,
insight
but,
check? Right? Yeah.
what
Insight on
exactly?
yourself.
Yes.
So what is your spell save DC, Dave?
My spell save DC is 16.
Okay, and what's your roll for insight there?
That would be 20.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
22.
So have you, since watching Star Wars, have you like picked up a stick and tried to swing it about a bit? In that like childish sense of, ooh, this could be fun.
Well, strangely, I do use the magical ability to make a flaming sword.
You do indeed.
So
yeah,
I
you can do that.
Yeah, so
So have you, and you've done it a bit. As you've been sort of practicing and fucking about with this, you do realise that you kind of have a bit of muscle memory about this. You don't remember doing any of the
your body
actual
does.
practice, which is becoming an unfortunately familiar feeling for you right now.
By the way, we now have a model if we need a car.
Amazing, thank you. But you do somehow remember pretty well how to use a sword. And what did you get for your insight factor?
16.
16. Well, what do you say? What do you say after he says, do you know how to use a sword?
yes, I do. I've used one in our previous campaign.
Campaign?
Campaign.
Or
Mission.
whatever you want to call it.
In fairness, as he says this, you do recall the fact that he did cast Flaming Blade and other spells like that.
I suppose.
Observing what he did and his pretty genuine reaction, you consider he probably is telling the truth.
I suppose that you are equipped to do so. Well, you'll have to have a word with research and development, I suspect. But no harm in asking.
Now, gentlemen, I don't want to see a bit old-fashioned. Well, what on earth is a lightsaber?
Oh, yeah.
I say, there's a TV show, and I write down Star Wars, and then write down lots of episodes. You need to watch these on TV.
Avoid the prequels.
Yeah, apart from the third one, I didn't quite so bad.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you start with Rogue One.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, Rogue One, I like it.
Yeah, I liked it as well.
Rogue One started
It
all.
actually ended seamlessly in the beginning.
It really did. Like, you can just watch it as, like, the prologue to New Hope. It's really good.
Now, here's the follow-up question. What's a TV?
I point to the waiting room television that I would imagine is there.
Oh, it's
the
there.
magic
It's playing the
box.
news. I mean, yeah.
How are you surviving in our society without knowing what these things are?
Sarcasm.
He's got an MP3 player.
You wouldn't
I
know
mean,
what those
in
is.
fairness, he doesn't live outside the base, so you know.
Okay, we need to take him out for a night on the town at some point.
Yes.
Oh God, the party role play. We'll have to do that at some
Yeah,
point.
definitely.
Oh no.
And hit.
Why me?
Right.
Oh no, what if I drunk remember instead of drunk forget?
Because I want support while he's around.
You don't need
5 points in. I can kill a man with a pencil.
What the fuck?
No, I think he's
Well,
had
it
enough.
used
He's
to
talking
be
crazy
John.
shit again.
That's one jick.
Any idea what kind of job we're all doing this time?
No, not yet.
Killing children.
Well, I think we're about to find out.
And as you say that,
Are you French? Yeah?
no, he's American. I think we're about to find out. Leave his accent alone. It's good. As you say that, the maglocks on the top of the door that you're all now familiar with, the light goes from red to green, and the doors open up for you.
Oh, we can have an X-ray.
Oh my days. Get out the window.
What do you know what an X-ray is?
But you don't know what a fucking TV
He's
is.
been watching
Yeah,
TV.
you got TV, didn't
I think
Oh,
you've been
shit.
watching House.
Yeah.
That'll be it. Yeah, you've been watching House.
Yeah.
You're convinced that all doctors walk with a limp.
And a really sarcastic.
I'm just going to walk by these guys and go into the office.
Half of my life is television.
Yeah.
I'll join him.
I'm just going to look to the boss and just say, careful, he's discovered television.
Oh, God.
May I
Oh, please, yes.
take a
Thank you.
seat?
Take a seat. You're not allowed to take a seat.
No,
As an
you're
active
not
sit
allowed
down.
to take a seat. Sit in it.
I hand you a spanner.
Thank you.
He casts magic missile on the spanner and fucking pings it out the door.
Gentlemen, perhaps we could act with some decorum?
Thank you.
I'm just sat in the doorway listening to this all. Just sat in the doorway watching all
Sit
that fold.
down. Please, come in.
Right.
Take a seat. And when you're all in and at least standing in the room, he
Yeah.
presses the button under his desk, the doors close, the maglocks engage. Right, gentlemen. Well, our prisoner is currently recuperating down in interrogation. Within the next few days, she should be at least available to give us some information. Hopefully we can find out something more about her. In the meantime,
One
Yes?
quick question. How are the family doing? Do we know?
we've sent an observation team over there. They seem to be doing as well as can be expected.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, we've put them in touch with various kinds of therapists and
The
things like
usual.
that. The usual cover-up story and everything like that.
Mhm.
The local police have become involved and are doing their thing under our auspices, of course. And it seems to be going quite well. Though we'll keep an eye on them for the next year or so. Hopefully, time will tell whether the effects of the Feywild had any lasting effect on her, but we'll see.
I've also been meaning to ask if we've heard anything more from our associates over in the American desert of the insectile persuasion.
Yes, as far as we're aware, well, they've been relocated, of course, as you know. We had to do that. We had to put them all in, what do you call them, oil tanker trains, and send them all up to Alaska.
I bet they were chuffed with that.
Well, it
I bet
was
they are.
it was
As well as
either
well.
it was either that or get wiped out. Well, this is the beautiful thing about Alaska being such a huge place. Yeah, and if they need to spread, they can always be relocated to the Canadian tundra as well. There's even more space over there. So
Well-
hopefully they should be doing quite well up there.
Good to hear that that's going well.
Mm.
Dad, what was your joke? Message to me. Did you have a joke this week or no?
My G, we are in our pig.
Sorry.
Talk about English.
So, needless to say, I have another mission for you. You gentlemen have been quite successful so far, and I believe it's time to send you on one of our liaison missions. As you know, sometimes when we were formed back in the day, a quick history lesson for all of you that don't know, you were there, I'm aware. When we formed after the First World War, there were certain organizations that did not choose to join the Men in Black. These, for the most part, seem to be quite traditional organizations, quite stuck in their ways, usually more involved in mysticism and things like that, rather than taking technology in their stride. This is one of those organizations. You may have heard them. They're called the Brothers of the Flaming Fist. And can I have a history check from everyone? You can do it at advantage because you would have been there.
Oh, I'm 200 plus.
Yeah, but when did you join the Men in Black? Yeah.
You know what?
Do you have a time in mind for when
I
you
have
joined
an
the Men in Black?
inspiration from that session. So I'm gonna-
Years ago.
Yeah, no, yours would still be normal.
Are we in character or real?
That's it. 6, even on
No,
advantage.
7.
Oh, 7.
Sorry, were
On
you,
advantage.
were you talking in character or real well with them then?
IRL. What was that?
Oh shit, I got 7.
7.
I got a 6 and a 3.
Oof.
So a 7. It's the
13.
best.
13. 7. 7.
I'm guessing I wasn't in that part of the world when this was going on.
17?
17.
Somebody that doesn't know anything?
In fact, you have been like reading and watching a fair amount of telly and such things.
25.
25. Okay, right.
There's
So-
a chapter house operating in your.
Yeah. From
Oh,
the
okay.
bottom, the two of you with your 7s.
Don't know shit.
Yeah. Good. You know, the Brothers of the Flaming Fist sounds like, I don't know, something out of a kung fu film.
That sounds like something out of what was that game called that Gygax called it?
Dungeons and Dragons.
No, it was something like that. Tombstones or something. I don't know.
Can't say I ever played. Next up with your 13, was it? Okay. You have sort of peripherally heard of these guys, but you thought they were just some kind of monastic Shaolin monk order. But nothing more than that. You've just sort of got them there in the back of your mind. With your 17, somewhere in your research of doing stuff in the world, you've come across these guys. They are a Shaolin monk order. They're quite famous for their martial arts. They're also quite reclusive. They don't really do much. They're based up in the Himalayas. They're actually in Chinese Tibet, which means that sometimes they come into contact with the CCP, and sometimes it's not terribly pleasant. But for the most part, they've learned to leave themselves to themselves. You, with your 25, you know that these guys, all of that, you also know that they are monster hunters, just like you. Their whole shtick was founded to keep the villages around their territory safe from the various local monster threats. And you know that usually that boils down to stopping Yetis eating people.
Yet another tragedy.
Oh, God. So, that's what you get. So, yes, the Brothers of the Flaming Fist have requested our help. Occasionally they do, when things get a bit much for them. Apparently, the Yetis have been a bit unseasonably aggressive around this time of year. I can't say I've done much with this myself. You'll probably have to ask them for a little more
Whereabouts is
clarification.
this taking place?
Chinese Tibet, somewhere near the Indian border.
Oh. Haven't there been some ructions between India and China? of late?
There's always ructions between India and China, my friend. Always have been, always will. No, nothing. Well, this is the thing. The Brotherhood always keep themselves to themselves, and the CCP seems to be content to keep it that way. Well, it says something to the effectiveness of the brothers. They might be traditionalists of the highest order. I don't think I've seen any of them ever use a firearm, but clearly they're effective in what they do.
Long as they don't mind us using them.
Not that I'm aware. Any of our liaison parties over there that have been sent were quite happy for the assistance. So...
Unless any of us were stupid enough to start shooting at them.
Well, I wouldn't recommend it, no,
Why do you look at
considering
me?
they're an allied organisation.
Oh,
That would be a terrible idea.
It would be.
Albeit
Especially
firing
there.
a gun,
all cameras.
firing a gun in possible avalanches.
Yes, that would also be a rather poor idea. On that note, might I recommend that you all get suppressors for your weapons before you leave?
As long as you can get suppressors for my rifle.
What is it?
Fucking big gun.
It uses
It's a
762.
semi-automatic.
It might be an
Is it
idea.
just 762?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes, they'll have suppressors for that down in requisition, no problem.
I won't be able to silence my gun, so I'll have to switch to something else for this one.
What? Oh,
Revolver.
yes, you've got that crazy dual-purpose revolver thing, haven't you?
It's very
I've
versatile.
got a G22.
I'm sure it is.
I've got my 2 pistols.
Do acquisitions have lightsabers?
He's just watched Star Wars.
I see.
He is actually good with a sword, so
Yes, he is.
What colour lightsaber would you like?
What else am I good with?
The pencil.
I told you to drop this, didn't I?
Yes, but it was just useful information about myself rather than learning it
You
later.
know exactly what you're good at now. That will be plenty enough.
What colour lightsaber are you planning on getting?
Purple one.
Now, here's the thing. Lightsabers themselves do not exist. However, there are certain artifacts from the ancient times, when magic was a bit more of a prevalent force, that in fairness do act like a lightsaber, for all intents and purposes. We have codenamed them Sunblades. We only have, to my knowledge, a half dozen of them in stock, so they will be reserved for very particular circumstances. And without being offensive to the lot of you, you aren't exactly the most senior of field agents, so I would be loath to give any to you currently.
Might I ask what Yetis are vulnerable to? I haven't had the pleasure.
Well, from the research that we've managed to exchange...
Yeah.
From the research we've managed to exchange with the Brothers of the Flaming Fist, as you so acutely said, fire seems to be their vulnerability. We can't see that it affects them in a more damaging way, but they certainly exhibit...
Aversion?
Oh, yes, in a big way. A very strong aversion to fire, at the very least.
Flashbang, phosphorus grenades, perhaps maybe some dragon breath rounds for shotguns.
All of which would be very sensible, I would think.
Literal dragon breath.
Well, yes, also dragon breath.
Well, yes, in some of your cases, I'm sure actual dragon
I
breath.
have dragon grenade. No, sorry.
Although, that being said, I imagine you're not the only one with dragon breath there. You see, the Order of the Flaming Fist is almost entirely constituted of people like yourself.
Idiots.
Actually,
No, dragon.
Oh! my stats are quite good, so be quiet.
Well, if your folks ever want to breathe fire, I can give you dragon's breath.
I've got thermal grenades as well.
Don't know.
Thermal or thermite?
Or thermite.
Yeah, they'd be good.
That would be pretty effective
That would
against
do it.
anything that's scared of fire.
I open my bag of holding and just sort of tick it around.
Is this DM or a character?
In character. Would
Yeah.
the organisation be able to give Moral 10 shotgun?
Oh, no.
Or a Bellini?
We could probably give you one, but don't look to the Brothers of the Flaming Fist to give you any
Or
of
would
that.
you be able to give me a Bellini shotgun?
Go down to requisition. Ask
Alright.
them. Yes, and I'm sure we probably have a few in stock, but that should
Are
be fine.
Yetis sapient?
Well, we haven't had many contacts with Yeti, but from what the brothers say, they have a language of their own, and I have it on good authority that some of them can even communicate with them.
Perhaps it would be worth our while to spend a little bit of time with our brothers
Mm.
in order to attune our translators for said language so that we can try to resolve this without having to blow the brains out of everybody we meet.
Are they classed as an animal?
Not
Are
blowing
you
up.
asking me, or are you asking... Yeah, as the DM. Give me a nature roll, please.
Not blowing the brains out of everybody you meet.
question.
Now that's more than policing.
A 5.
Over here.
You have no idea.
Not so much
You
over
don't
in
know if they're
America.
part of the animal
There.
kingdom, and you don't know if they're part of something a
Not
little
changed
more
much,
magical
then?
or esoteric. But you probably know that the experts on Yeti hunting will probably be able to give you an answer.
Would they have that exact shotgun?
An M4, yeah, they're probably they'd have a Benelli M4, yeah.
Sound.
I think it's in the list.
I think a Benelli M4 is actually in the
Hopefully.
service weapons
So
list.
Because that means I can ghost load it.
Mr. X, I'm assuming these
What is
being
it?
Toby Sawyer is commenting.
cold-based life
Same
forms,
Don't worry.
that they would be particularly tough against cold-based spells.
I would imagine so, yes.
Shite.
If any of you have any magic that deals with ice or something like that, I wouldn't recommend it for this particular encounter.
Well then.
Are we still doing off the hard-light weapons?
No, there is a specific service weapons thing. I don't know where it is in the Discord because I saved the link on a separate document. That's it.
Oh, I have to readjust.
I
this
will.
billboard.
I can
Give
bring
me
it
a
up now.
second.
Yeah, this is a. So
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's
So,
fine.
are there any further questions that any of you would like to ask as regards all of this, or can we take it as a rote that the brothers will do much of
Go
the
to
extra explaining to
Men in
you?
Black.
Yes, that'd be
Service weapons at
Very
the
well
top of the
done.
chat.
Could we get some more sins?
That's all dealt with by requisitions, as I'm sure you're aware.
You sit at the top.
Yes.
Scroll up to the top.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we need to know? Anything we need to be aware of? Any likely other threats that could be in the area?
I imagine the brothers will probably appraise you of any other threats. What they've told us is that they need help because they're being overwhelmed by the numbers of yetis coming down from the mountains.
Coming down. Do we have any idea of satellite footage of the area?
We've done a few satellite sweeps, yes.
Anything up the top of the mountains?
Well, we know that the thing is, it's very difficult to find yetis in the mountains, not only because they have their natural camouflage, but also because their thermal signature is very low. So the only real way that we can pick them up is with pure movement, and even then it's quite difficult. We do know from the brothers that they live in the higher altitude mountains, and for the most part they seem to stay away from humans much of the time. Occasionally, when food gets very scarce, they will descend down the mountains, into the villages rather. But food isn't scarce. That is why this is perplexing.
Something else is bringing them down or forcing them down.
One would assume, but what that is, we don't know, and they don't know either.
It's not showing up on satellite footage, so it's got to be something more local than that. Any news about Chinese or Indian activity in the area?
No, well, apart from the regular grumblings, it seems
Yes.
to be relatively quiet at the moment.
Weird.
So, needless to say, you're going over there, you're going to assist with the brothers in their efforts to stop this, and, if possible, bring the whole thing to a complete stop.
Sorry, I just read what Toby has written in chat.
Oh, God.
Just don't be doing no Brokeback Mountain shiz.
We're in the wrong region of the planet for that. Any further questions, gentlemen? Or can I hand you over to requisition now?
Yes.
Right. Well, you know the way. Report back to the teleportation circle at 1500 hours. You will be sent to Kathmandu, and from there you will take
What kind of Kathmandu?
It's a city in Nepal, sir.
To
And from...
be fair, considering how long he's been dead, he probably doesn't know.
No, that's a fair point.
Probably never heard of it all.
No, they didn't really talk much about that in the West.
No, I can't imagine they did, actually.
Perhaps we'll give him a geography lesson on the way.
No, you'll have plenty of
That'd be
opportunity
useful.
to. The
I'll take where to go the old-fashioned.
well, the temple of the brothers is quite high up in the mountains. You will be able to get a helicopter. It's of course black, no markings helicopter. No one will question why you're there, but it will be a moderate journey for certain. We don't have a teleportation circle any closer to their headquarters.
I don't suppose we could try to set one up.
I mean, if you wish to try, then you can, but when I say that they don't really like associating with other people, that unfortunately includes us. We are allies, and they treat us fairly, and we treat them fairly, but in general, they like to keep themselves to themselves.
Very well. Are they appraised as to the mixed nature of our group? Given
Yes, they're familiar with the fact that
Good.
there are usually multiple different races that make up our teams.
I just feel a little uncomfortable going into a place run by monster hunters.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I suppose.
But
Mind you, they're not mindless killers. Don't make the mistake of thinking that. They,
We wouldn't be working with them if they were.
indeed, as much as they will resort to violence if necessary, and believe you me, they will always try to resolve things diplomatically beforehand. That's how they've kept the Yeti population alive and haven't just hunted them to extinction.
Nope, no further questions.
Very good. Right, well, make your way down to requisitions and then to the teleportation circle.
Yep.
Good luck, gentlemen, and do give my best to the High Abbot.
Are any of you archers? Or do you all use guns?
I have crossbows,
I use a gun.
but I might
I'm
swap my
still-
crossbow.
I like my
for
trusty
short bow.
firearm, but in this situation, I think spells might not be a bad idea.
I can cast flame arrows.
So
Yeah. It's fine.
I'm thinking about getting some bullets. Bullets.
I can do fireballs. It's a cantrip, it's fire.
Cantrip and it's fire.
Firebolt seems like a reasonable one. Most of my stuff is more control.
Yeah.
What, fireball?
Yeah, Benelli M4.
Create bonfire.
Yeah, I've got
I'm
an
tempted to
M4.
use my suggestion slot on you.
Yep. Have you got the Benelli M4 up there?
Yes.
Cool.
I knew I put it in that list.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
It is,
literally
mate.
the first shotgun on the whole list.
Yeah, which is
So, popping down to requisition. What do you all want?
Warm clothing, I'm guessing.
Warm clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, we need
naturally.
warm
That is a
clothing.
very good point.
Yeah, there is an actual item in D&D called warm clothing, I believe,
Can I-
or winter
Probably
clothing. I think.
114th.
That would also be a good idea.
Yeah, warm clothes.
Can I also request, in my case, maybe some sort of heating system for my suit?
Yes,
Not good in the cold.
that would be an idea. So,
You can put suppress on shotgun, can't you?
Technically, you can.
But they're not very good.
So there is actually a thing called
Not the
cold
best
weather
looking.
clothes. So all of
They
you will
more
be
muffle
issued
the
with a
sound
set
a
of
little
cold
bit.
weather clothes.
It's more that it doesn't hurt your ears when you
it
feel
is.
like it.
Goggles, the coat
So I'll
itself,
do G22.
fur-lined hoods, leather
It
boots,
won't
and
last
gloves.
long, though.
According to this is the fantasy.
Also, I
version.
don't think they won't be with slug rounds.
Snowshoes?
But
Yeah, that'll all be
Yeah.
included in the winter cold
I'll
weather
do.
clothes.
I'll get a
What
set
about-
of slug rounds and dragon breath.
Ah,
for-
yes. As you're going up to higher altitudes, yes, you will all be issued with oxygen tanks as
Yes.
well, as long as you need them.
Will I need?
Well, I'd
oxygen
say
tanks
give me
from
one as a
Dragon Ball?
spare for them.
Good idea.
you're still
Yeah.
humanoid.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was asking if I need one oxygen tanks from Dragonborn.
Well, put it this way: you can't burn things without oxygen.
True.
Yeah, and also you still need to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to try and persuade the man that I need a sunblade because it will light our way and we
Can I-
are facing Yetis.
Can I give him disadvantage by just standing behind him, just going?
Yes, you can. Yeah, do a persuasion roll.
This isn't me trying to dick you over. This is just I
That's
worry about
five.
the security.
No,
Yeah, you can
sorry.
have a
but
torch.
you are you're not significantly senior enough to warrant me giving you one of those, my friend. Sorry about that.
Maybe put in a reservation should you ever need one in the
Reservations
future.
would be best.
Come back.
Maybe
I just,
when you
I just want
Yes.
yeah.
Would I be able to get a M4 Benelli with slug rounds and dragon breath rounds?
So you want to
Where
fire
are you?
slugs at
Where are you
the,
off to?
dealing with yetis.
Oh, yeesh.
I don't know how a slug is really
Sure
going
you
to hurt
want
a yeti.
plugs for that?
Yes.
They work best with the silencer.
Oh, yeah, we need to
And they make a hole.
Oh yes, good
And-
point.
And they
Hang
make
on
a
a minute.
hole.
What have we all got? What weapons have we all got? Benelli, I know that one.
Well, I've
And
got
I've
a
got-
7.62 rifle and two 7 Western Magnum 44s.
I've got
500.
500s, yeah.
500s.
Bios.
He just looks at you askance like, Jesus Christ.
Like they have so
I don't even
recoil.
think they make
Oh,
suppressors for those.
they don't.
things.
Wait, there's a revolver.
Yeah, they're
They don't-
revolvers. They
They don't. The most they do is a
Can't
comp.
really
Just give you a
Those.
potato.
Yeah,
They should give you a sack of potatoes. There you
I
go.
might as well just give you a sack of flour and be done with it. To be perfectly
You
honest.
have to cover the.
There's no
cover the still
suppressing
with the gap.
those. That thing I can do, but those no.
Yeah, the
no
only way,
fucking
the
chance.
most they can do
Lifting
for it is a
anything now
comp.
anyway.
Yeah, that's probably for the
You
best.
have to specially design the rounds for
Yeah.
a feeling.
You can
revolver.
get some sonic rounds with the Magnum, which are quite quiet.
but they're gonna,
Wow,
it's gonna.
they're quiet in terms of bullets,
Yes.
you know, which is not very.
You get some
quiet.
sonic rounds.
I have a 5.7 pistol.
Yeah, that is a suppressor I can do. They do actually make those.
Another
It's not-
revolver boy, but I do have my backup for 70.
Oh, that's nice and easy. Yeah, we can do that.
He pulls out his revolver.
That's that. Oh god, not another one. No.
To be fair, at least I recognise it can't be silenced.
Well, at least there's that. Yeah, I take it you're leaving that one. Actually, hang on. Do you want some flare rounds for that, just in case?
That's not a bad thought.
Not yeah, might come in handy.
How many healing potions can we have per operation?
Healing in this world, it's healing
Stim,
stim.
Yeah, but obviously.
I think it was 3 per op. Was it?
Up to you.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've still
you'll
got 3.
if you've already got 3, you don't get another 3, but you get topped up 2, 3 per.
Yeah.
hop.
Oh, I'd like 3 then, please.
Yep, of course. Yep, no problem.
And then put them in my bag
He'll-
of holding.
Everybody will give you the 3 stims that you would have, unless you've already got them, in which case you don't get another lot.
Do you do heat? Like 5 bullets or something? Thermal
Dragon breath.
Well, we can do tracer rounds.
Yeah,
I mean,
That would be
For a-
fairly effective.
Yeah,
caliber
trace
of
rounds
weapon,
shoot close enough
that's-
burns.
small.
More
It's
like-
quite difficult to do actual on fire rounds. There's like dragon breath rounds we can do, but
The closest I'd
Yeah.
recommend is tracer, because if it's close enough and it burns for like 30 seconds,
yeah, you
You
might be
shoot
able to get
close enough.
something out of that. Yeah.
it
The
burns.
only one that's going to be
Yeah,
weak
because
on is
they're
the
dark,
sniper.
aren't
Can I have a
they?
flag?
Yeah, let's do damage.
Ooh.
No, they've just got
Shorter range.
they don't have the same range as normal bullet, but they've got
Otherwise, they wouldn't be effective as tracers.
yeah, they've got same range as normal bullet, but they've got I think it's phosphorus in them to
Yeah.
show them when they glow.
So
Yeah.
effectively, you
It-
could say that half the damage is fire rather than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they do half
Yeah,
normal,
Then
half
a
fire.
neatly split
Because
them
it
in
fucking
the middle,
burns.
round up the regular.
More rough with magic anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that might do the job on its own. Well, whichever you want.
I'll take
Actually,
10 if I can.
Yeah, sure.
question:
Mm-hmm.
do we have any magical
tracer.
silencers?
Magical suppressive.
Hmm.
We've got R&D doing a bit of stuff on that at the minute, but for the moment we've just got regular.
So
Fair.
they're just
Are
prototypes.
you thinking of like a suppressor that actively casts silence?
Effectively, just for a second. as
Yeah,
you fire.
R&D's working on it at the minute, but we haven't
Wait a
quite
minute.
worked the
spell.
kinks out of it yet. The
Oh,
problem is if you we
Ah,
have
chances.
one
Second level.
which casts silence,
and then it keeps it going.
the proper spell, like the 20-foot radius spell,
And if it casts that for just a second, it wouldn't be a problem.
but it casts it.
doesn't.
It's just on. This is the thing. It's
Oh, well.
we haven't quite got it right yet.
I pull a little piece of paper out of my pocket and go, can I have some rope, a small knife, some wooden stakes, a tinderbox, a torch, a water skin, and a flare gun?
Why don't you want a lighter, not a tinderbox?
So you want a climber's kit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should all get a
You
climber's
need
kit.
pitons.
I'd get the
No, I want wooden
The
stakes
hooks and
with,
the
like,
boots.
start fire and things. Oh, and a yeah,
Why
and an
What if
actual
you get a lighter?
torch,
What if you get a lighter?
and that as well.
Why don't you just ask for a climber's kit?
Okay, I'll have a climber's kit then, please.
Okay. He sort of looks sideways at you, being like, weird guy, and he'll dole out climber's kits to you.
would I
all.
be affected
Well,
by connection to
assuming
fire
you could
Yes.
silence
Quite
the other
happily.
revolvers,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
it's
assuming you can't
oxygen.
silence
Just,
my
no,
power.
it's it,
Is it Colt Python?
it's
Oh,
cold.
absolutely not. No.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry about that.
Yes. So he's a fire dragon.
Yeah.
He also wants the same sort of heated suit I'm requesting.
Yeah, I kind of need it.
Why would you need it?
He's a fire dragon.
Yeah,
it's
you're
cold.
a fire dragon. You'll
Also, I'd be perfectly toasty.
probably fare better than the rest of them against the cold.
If he prefers hotter temperatures.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I also live in Norway.
Nah,
So
Well, you'll get the same set of winter clothes. That'll keep you
Yeah.
pretty toasty anyway, and you run hotter than most humanoids anyway, so
Yes.
you should be all right.
So
So
did I
do-
receive my 20 slugs and dragon breath?
Yeah, I'll say you do. Yeah.
and did I get a flare gun?
Yes. So you will all have an actual flare gun with 3 rounds
Cool.
as part of your climbing gear, and for your thing, you'll get an extra 3 flares for your judge. And you have a question?
would it be possible to have something that's a bit warmer? My nature is a bit cold-blooded.
Have you still got the filter on?
He'll turn it. He doesn't use the filter. He uses his own magic thing.
Yes, he does. Is it? Sorry. What? Do you want to? Would you mind taking the filter off? Oh. Oh. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
It's easy to mistake. Don't worry.
So he goes into the back. You hear a clattering and rumbling, and he comes out with a pretty heavy duty jacket. That inside you can see there's a lot of flexible plastic piping.
How do I recharge this thing?
Well, it should have a nice full charge currently, and if you need anything, just take off the epaulets, and you see there are solar panels underneath it.
How long does it take to charge?
Well, we've got the solar panel stuff down to a pretty fine art at this point. So what you should be able to do, if it's a nice clear day, just pop the epaulets off, and it should charge at the same rate that
It's
you
discharged.
use it up, basically. Yeah.
All right, I'll give that a try.
Seeing I don't use my crossbow, can I hand it into acquisition
I mean, yeah, if you wish to.
and
Yeah.
40 bolts?
Yeah,
You
sure.
probably don't want to keep that as a backup.
How many stims are we allowed
I've got
again?
3.
3.
Three
Three.
stims. I've got Glock,
Benelli.
Benelli.
The 17's
Warhammer.
9 mil, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've
the
got
Glock's
22.
Yeah.
So it's still 9 mil.
It's still a normal. You got the little ditty ankle pistol one, isn't it? The 22.
No, he's got. It's a 9 millimeter.
Yeah, I know.
It's
But the
a
Glock
nine-
22 has the like
Oh,
shrunken bottom. Like
Oh.
it's only kind of long enough to wrap two
It's
fists
literally,
around.
it's literally got an
it.
outline of where
oh
the mag goes.
here's a question, folks. I think we need to all roll a charisma save to see who is carrying Toby's character ready for next
Oh,
time.
gold, yes, of course.
Oh,
Where's my?
what is it? Saving throw.
Charisma
Yeah,
save, yeah.
Riz save.
Where the fuck is my purple dice gone? Oh,
You put up there.
might be me.
Don't count your chickens, mate. I've seen Lawrence's result.
My charisma is +0.
It's probably not me if it's a save.
Yeah, it is a save. So what have we got?
Was it a save? Yeah.
Yeah, Riz save.
No, same difference. Anyway.
16.
Cool.
21.
17.
13.
5.
Yeah. So
It's you.
I
yeah.
rolled a 9.
I rolled a
3.
Okay, yeah, you were fucked.
So
I was straight rolling.
So the three of you are perfectly happy
Yeah.
that whatever Toby's character's name is,
Toby, what's your character called?
Wallace.
Yeah,
He's
it's Wallace.
fucking Wallace and Gromit, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah.
God, I forgot that.
The three of you are perfectly content that Wallace is just still part of the
Yeah.
group. No problem.
Can I get
Hang on a minute, I ain't finished.
leg harness?
Hang on a minute. God, bloody hell, you're an impatient Billy.
Yeah, I know.
You see, you've annoyed me now. My Devon came out there.
Well, for Devon.
You are also fully happy with the fact that Wallace is there. You are also the one holding the holographic projector that makes it seem like Wallace is there. You, on the other hand, are completely aware that Wallace is a tiny little bobblehead hologram on your shoulder.
What am I though? I've got 21.
Oh, wait, hang on. You got the 21.
No, I only got 16, so.
No. You have no idea then.
I got
You are the one that is aware of the bobblehead hologram then.
It's a
And
Wallace.
now you may ask your question.
Now he's forgotten it.
Come on, we haven't gone all night.
Let's follow food. Stuck in my throat. Okay. I'm able to have a holster, leg holster for my 22.
Yeah, so you basically anything that you need, like holster wise,
Yeah.
backpack wise, everything like that is given as granted. You will
Yeah.
be able to get that.
Are there any 9 mil rounds which are like tracer style?
Yeah, you can get tracer 9mm. They have been
Rare, though.
developed. They're like in the real world, they're kind of rare because you
Yeah.
don't really use them.
No.
It's
But-
mainly on the assault rifles.
Yeah, exactly. But for DMIB, because we need phosphorus rounds in
Can
this
we
universe,
get,
then yes, you can have those.
How many rounds are we allowed to take each?
It's generally sort of 3 mags,
And the mag on this one is
17.
Oh,
so it's
Yeah,
the number.
17 round mag.
What's
Can
the
I
mag
get-
on mine?
A paintball gun with the glow-in-the-dark pellets. Standard paintball-y stuff.
I don't actually know that we have those.
Well,
What,
we have
what,
to go
what,
and get
what,
them.
what are you thinking?
If we see a Yeti and it's escaping, they're very hard to see.
So
we
Oh,
put
yeah.
glowing in the dark.
I mean, a counter argument. Why not ask for a tracker gun? So you could shoot it with a tracking round.
I'm not gonna lie, that's more like the have you seen Jurassic Park?
He hasn't.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
No. Okay, well, hang on a minute. So he goes back into the back and he pulls out a big sort
It
of
is-
tranquilizer
It is
rifle.
quite a good one, actually.
So
It's
this
a shame
thing,
they lose in the end.
which is a pretty big old tranquilizer rifle, this thing opens up
I
the bolt
laugh. My character
and
wouldn't know
takes
that.
out the thing, fires these, and he shows you the dart. This section here, this is a GPS tracker. you embed this on one of them, and courtesy of the barbs, that's quite easy to do. You should be able to track them pretty reliably.
Might I
I
suggest?
like the idea of the glow-in-the-dark paintball gun,
Give that
but the
to-
moment that's covered in snow, that's sort of not very useful.
Am I able to get pepper ball rounds from a shotgun?
I mean, you can, but I don't think a Yeti's going to be that deterred by pepper ball rounds.
It burns your eyes.
It's
packs liquid.
It's a Yeti. I
We're
don't
talking-
think it'll care.
We're talking about a species that lives high up in the mountains. They probably have quite small eyes.
Mm.
So, trust me, mate. Are you new around here? No?
I don't know. Oh, there's
He
a
doesn't
few
know.
new around here.
Well, I've gathered that you.
Well, I was only raised yesterday.
And I've had too much fun with my neuralizer.
Were you raised in a barn?
So
He makes a note. Delta team are a bunch of children. Okay. Okay. Barring him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not a child either.
No.
You just
Sometimes you act like one.
Sometimes.
I have a HK416 as well.
Which is that one?
Assault rifle.
Are we fighting Yetis or are we fighting in the east?
Um,
What's going on?
So I've
He
got
thinks
this.
he's breaking into the
I've
bank
got
of the
the stamp right
Matrix.
here.
As he's going through, like, you have to hand in your ID cards
Yeah.
to get all this stuff out.
You're overdrawn.
As you hand in your
How are
ID
you overdrawn
cards,
with an
like,
ID card?
I don't know.
why are you asking for an assault rifle? Says you don't have the proper training.
I'll figure out.
I don't like those words.
No, you won't. You can have the shotgun. You know how to use that. I ain't giving you an assault rifle. Not if you don't know how to use the damn thing.
Well, any of you got training with assault rifles?
You know, I'll probably do that next break. Learn how to use an assault rifle.
Yeah, apparently that one does.
He does.
I mean,
Might not be a bad idea to have one.
I'll be fair.
It
It
won't
didn't
be good,
exist.
won't it?
Shall I have a
I'll say
think?
he uses 762.
I'll have a think.
What weapon do
Oh,
you?
thank-
What weapon
Well,
are you taking?
as a
with you?
druid,
I've got
technically no.
spells
but
and
you might find out you have
I've got
it
the
later.
Python. That's just in
No,
case
I
I'm
don't
spell.
know
Well,
about that.
not
Yeah.
yet.
It might not be a bad idea to get something instead that's silenced, just in case.
Would Tig have to be
Yeah, that's
jetties
not
or
bad
no?
idea.
Nah, that's it. What was that?
Well, do you happen to have any silenced pistols?
Oh, loads, yeah. Take your fancy. What do you want? What caliber do you want? What make do you want? What era do you want?
What caliber's your current pistol?
If it's a Colt Python, it's probably a 357 Magnum, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Is that a 357
It'll be
gun?
good.
When you got
Do you an IMI something? Where are we? Pistols.
It's only skin and bones. He doesn't want to break them.
Mainly bones.
I mean, technically speaking, you've not seen that, so you wouldn't know.
I can do you, well,
Actually, you've been knocked unconscious at least once.
Yeah.
it's quite amusing, but I can do it for you. I can give you a deagle if you want.
Jesus Christ!
A deagle with a silencer.
357 deagle, yeah. Silencers do work on a deagle.
They do.
They do
but
work.
there's a lot of recoil on deagles.
them. That sounds so.
In fairness, this is a 357 deagle, not a 50 so
It's going to take recoil quite a bit.
yeah, but it's a 357. It's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah. Because if it was
There's
James
no, like-
doing the actual
It's
big
not-
calibrator and dink, just twat himself in the
It
face.
doesn't have wrist breaker, so it doesn't have the wrist breaker rule on the 357.
Oh, the 357
model,
model, no.
No.
Because
I mean-
the weight of the gun is enough to compensate, if nothing else.
so you want that? I can give you that. Be a funny time at the very least.
Why not? That looks like a space gun.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Simply-
Pretty much.
It packs a lot
But-
of punch and will hurt people.
It fires the same cartridge as you. Yep, see,
Oh,
there you go.
after that,
There's the
Yeah.
deagle with suppressor.
the suppressor is as long as the deagle.
Yep,
Yeah.
because
Um,
it fires a ridiculous cartridge.
Oh dear God.
I'm able to change my normal rounds up my Glock 22 for armor piercings.
AP.
they-
Why would you need AP versus
they're
versus
Yetis.
Goes through them easier.
Nah, you want hollow points, mate. You definitely want hollow points.
They're not going to be wearing armor. They're
Yeah.
going to be all flesh. Unless
Yeah.
their fur counts as armor.
What dice is that?
So that is Shall I just run through the stats for you?
Or you could ping them to me.
Well, I can go subsonic.
Oh,
And I won't need the
Well,
violence
yeah.
for it.
So they're a +1,
Just
9 rounds of mag,
Yeah.
8160,
So I've got
bonus action reload, and a 1d12 for the damage
Um,
dice.
how many rounds do I get for my shotgun stuff?
Benelli's 8-round tube,
Yeah,
so
8-round tube.
you get
3
24.
reload. Wait,
24
how,
rounds.
how many rounds of that?
9 rounds of reload for you, so
We've
you
got
will
we've
get
got three.
27 rounds.
We've got three cartridges, magazines. in
Yeah, three reloads effectively.
We could always
It's
request.
60 bullets.
Yeah,
We could
so
always, we could always
Yeah.
request an extra case of ammunition. I'm sure
Yeah.
they wouldn't mind that.
do bear in mind you'll have to lug it around with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Buy them older.
Yeah,
Have
I
you?
don't know if
You
the
haven't you?
And
Bullets in
I'm
there.
gonna.
it's got my stuff in it.
how big's the opening on that thing?
What do you mean my stuff's in it? What are you keeping in it? Is
All
it,
my stuff.
is it full of cheese?
Oh god,
I'm
this,
gonna-
this is when Finbar is actually bobbling.
I'm
He's just
gonna
bobbling in a different universe.
go slow my
Have you
Benelli
put
and
this-
do every
have you
rank
put it
each
full of
slug,
cheese?
Dragon breath, slug,
No,
dragon
I
breath.
have
Sure,
a
as long as
bedroll,
you can
a
keep track of
crowbar,
it,
a
that's
flare
fine.
gun, 5 grenades, an ink pen, a set of handcuffs, a mess kit,
So
some
I have 9
parchment,
rounds in the shotgun.
healing potions, 3 days worth of rations.
Why the fuck do you have parchment? We have paper.
I have a light torch, a lighter, and a I need to pull out a proper old style torch and put it back in, and a water skin full of water.
No, I don't want to seem like my memory's fading, but where the fuck did you get all that?
I've been collecting it as we've gone along.
Clearly.
Pardon my French.
Well, I'll be.
I just reach on the table and put a pen in there.
I saw that. Give it back.
He gives you a different pen bag.
Give it back.
It's a blue one instead now.
It's a slightly better pen.
Yeah, all right. He puts it under the desk pointedly.
My character's turning into a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you are.
So I got a slugging chamber, then a dragon breath, and,
And
slug
you
mandate.
wonder why you got neuralized. Maybe this is why you kept stealing artifacts.
I'm now worried that I'm
Pampers-
things.
Spiritus asks, and if it's not full of cheese, why is it not full of cheese?
I haven't.
You
come
could
across the
literally do the Skyrim eating endless wheels of cheese mid-combat. You could actually do that.
Don't give my
Have you got
name.
any
Cheese is not a healing item.
No, he doesn't have any.
Magic cheese.
So we got 3 stems as well.
Oh, we are going to be going to high altitude. Can we get some rebreathers or
Yep,
oxygen boosters?
oxygen tanks have already been requested by your friend here.
Excellent.
You've got one all. Yeah.
I don't think our
Yeah, I'm carrying one just in case yours runs out.
Yeah.
sensible precaution.
Oh, yeah, I see. Fair enough, sensible. And he will dole out 1 oxygen tank for each of you.
I try on the jacket and fold out the epaulets. I hate myself.
How big is the tank?
Huh?
How big in diameter is an
They're
oxygen
about
tank?
that.
Oversight.
But, guinea pig.
I would imagine these ones.
It's not that What's the carrying? What is that? Is it just a regulation bag of holding?
Yes.
And he looked it up. £500. Yeah, you probably could actually.
You could
Tell
put
you
an
what, hang
entire
on.
system in there. You could put an entire pumping system in there.
You need tubes coming from the bag.
Yeah, you could have-
Also, the whole like interaction between extra dimensional space and material plane is a bit
Yeah.
sometimes.
Have we all ever
But-
tried not breathing?
As he's got
No, the DV
easy for the dead. Yeah. And he will give
differently
you.
alive.
Mm,
I've got loads
No,
of other
actually, you
stuff
do
in there,
prefer
by the
dead,
way.
don't
Yeah.
You can have 5 extra.
Dead or
So
undead?
every character.
I'd rather
has
be dead.
How much do they
2.
weigh?
All right.
What,
How much
two
do they weigh?
tenders?
That's a good question.
Because I will have to possibly turn that. Because I need space for things I might find along the way.
That would be nice. I could die, not have to work again, but no.
Back to
Standard portable unit apparently only weighs something between 3 and 4 kilos.
didn't have
Damn.
So if we say, should we say £10 because these are meant to be pretty big.
Yeah.
So that's £100 of weight.
Mhm.
This might sound like a silly question. Have you got any more bags of holding?
I'll take 5.
Got bags of holding.
Bags of holding.
No,
Don't put them in there. Fuck it up.
No, I'll take 5.
Yeah.
Can we get a portable generator or?
See,
Actually, do we have any kind of portable power station thing with these solar panels on it?
What
Or
are you
recharging
thinking of
devices?
needing it for?
Just devices. We're going to be out in Nepal.
Oh, right. Okay.
Basically, USB chargers.
Yeah. Save on having to take over a whole bunch of UK plugs.
So he'll give you essentially it is a fold-out solar panel
Yep.
thing that will be sufficient to charge whatever you need to
I'll
charge.
put that on my backpack.
That probably weighs about 30 pounds.
It's probably pretty.
Yeah,
Have you got any
pretty
more
heavy.
bags of holding?
It's 1 per team, unfortunately.
Oh, and
No,
he's
that's mine.
How did you get
Was that an issued one, or was that actually belong to you?
The personal item.
Yes.
Where did
In-
you get it?
Can you? Well, above table. Is it a personal item or not?
No.
All right, deception check then.
Insight.
12.
Actually, would it be insight or history?
Inside.
It would be for you history. For this guy, probably insight. Oh wow!
You believe me, don't you?
with a 1, yeah.
One.
I knew you were on my side.
I've already got it.
Right.
Oh
wow.
James, what inspiration?
No, not with that roll like that.
Wow.
No, you want it.
Oh, yes,
I rolled a
please.
1.
Do you all
I've
believe
already
that it's
done it.
mine?
I like inspiration.
Well, he's convinced.
Cool. So someone else can have our one?
I suppose if it really is a personal one, I guess.
Yeah, it keeps all my personal stuff in it.
When did you get
No,
that?
no, isn't it?
I convinced,
Yeah, all right.
I
Sure.
convinced the other guy on a different
Yeah.
watch.
No, I'm asking in character.
Yeah. Oh. I'll
So-
explain later.
At least I can put everything in and all the heavy stuff in there.
Oh well.
You now have 2 bags of holding.
Who's you got it?
Do you want to put my bag in your bag to keep it safe?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that.
Perhaps.
Have we got any tents as well?
Yes.
They should have accommodations for us up there.
No, I'm
We-
talking when we go further.
We can't guarantee that is the
Yeah.
case as well. It might have been that they've been overwhelmed entirely.
I rolled a natural fucking 20 for history on where he got
I
a
got fucking
fucking
7.
bag.
So are you
but
saying
please.
anything?
No.
Beautiful.
I got stuff.
He will hand you out 5 of the individual thermally heated survival kits. Unfortunately, they are individual ones, but they're more heat efficient that way.
Why do we only get 5 when there's 6 of us in the party?
Oh, he's right. There are 6 of us in the party.
Toby.
I have to play a character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. There are 6 of you, and he gives you a 6th one as well.
And since you're the one with it, you've got to carry it.
Go to the bag of holding.
This one, the bag of holding as well.
Tent of holding.
You also only gave us 5 climbing kits. Where's his? And I point at his shop.
Yeah. No. Good point. Good point.
I don't know what
I
happened.
can't. I don't know why I missed him. Sorry, mate.
It's easy to fix, I suppose.
Yeah. So you now have 6.
We also made sure his weapon's silenced as well.
Yes, a good point. What have you got? What?
Toby, can
Toby's
you remember
got
what gun you
Toby's
had?
got-
You
Shotgun
and
of some
James, what
kind,
guns
doesn't
do you
he?
have?
I think he's got a shotgun of some kind.
I think he does.
That rings a bell.
He's an artillerist artificer with a big fuck off shotgun.
He could probably silence his own gun, to be fair.
He probably could, but we'll issue you with a silencer for the appropriate shotgun
Yep.
that you have.
How are we going to silence his robo dog?
I'd pick up a muzzle.
I
Don't ask where I got this from.
don't want to know where you
Back's
got
not
that from.
into your own
It
thing.
was on the table over there.
Give it back.
Sure.
Give it. Yes. He puts it
Why?
under the desk.
I think it's his.
Don't ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
pup.
I said don't ask.
I didn't.
This is a
say- I
professional work environment. Don't say anything.
It is.
What else do you need?
I've got a silencer for my Glock 22, so that's all good.
How about something sort of like a fire, but
I could,
got a lighter.
if you want.
I mean a campfire type thing.
We have a lighter.
Can I have an actual
And
burger
wood.
that I can stow my
Yeah,
shotgun on the side of it?
wood and it's wet.
We'll
A
get
burger.
an
Can I have like an actual one instead of the fucking
You know,
size
if you
one?
want, I could swap
I've
out a
got
bell
my
and
fucking
take terrain
shield.
bonfire.
Or we've got the
Yeah, I suppose you
If you want.
you aren't going to be encountering any public this
I
time.
can
So yeah, you can go like,
flaming sword.
kitted out for this.
Yeah, so a burger with
Yeah,
shotgun
it's all
attached
warm,
inside.
isn't it?
Yeah, you can have that.
So long as we're travelling from the city out into the wilderness. So
Where are you from? Like, where are you going from to?
Kathmandu.
Up to where?
Up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains.
Oh, you'll probably be going by black helicopter anyway,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
it
they
won't
take
matter.
it.
You won't be in contact with the public
All
anyway.
right, then.
You'll,
Yeah,
you,
don't
you
worry
should be
about
fine.
Overabundance of caution on my part.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. Unless the Yetis have RPGs and shoot the helicopter out of the sky over a populated area, you should be fine.
Parachutes.
Yes, but even on carrying a Bergen.
Now, what is an RPG?
Rocket propelled grenade. A grenade with a rocket on it.
In fact, you would know what both of those
Yeah.
things are.
Well, that is a bizarre thought.
Really pow gun.
I take out a quick YouTube video and just show him. I'm showing somebody doing rocket jumping in a game.
Oh God!
I wasn't paying too much attention. I was just like,
No, do you now believe that? This is. I want to
by
see
the way,
this.
this isn't
Once
a
we-
deliberate deception. He just wasn't paying attention and just showed him a video.
Yes.
You now believe that rocket jumping is a real achievable thing. Use that information how you
Would the
will.
Yetis have any access to technology or anything like vehicles?
We don't know.
What are you asking?
Would the Yetis have any access to like vehicles?
We are
Yeti?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh Christ! No.
I mean, they drive
No,
big
no,
up the mountain anyway.
They're like they're like
Are they not-
tribal. They're way back. They don't have any technology
Did you?
They are
beyond
abs-
like a club.
They are-
Good.
Did
They
you
are-
tell what Toby's gun was?
No, we
It's
didn't
a
forget.
shotgun of some
Oh,
kind.
DP12.
DP12. I believe that is a shotgun. Pistol, shotgun, DP12. Oh, yes, it's that double-barreled standard manufacturing one. If they issue that one, they will have suppressors for it. That's what I'm going to say. So-
Spiritus asks, supplementary cheese question. If the bag creates only camembert, does it make it a bag of moulding?
Well, surely that would be Stilton, wouldn't it?
I am disappointed in you, Papa Spiritus. You are joining in on the madness.
Good.
So, are we all kitted up in every way that
I
we
think
can
so.
possibly
I
Did I
conceive?
get a suppressor from my Glock? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Basically, everybody's main weapon, if it can be suppressed, has now been suppressed.
I'm just going to
My
check our
shotgun can.
translators.
It can.
It can.
Yeah.
Would it be worth it though?
Yes.
Yeah, big time. You don't want a potential avalanche happening.
True.
The universal translators, are they updated to the latest version?
For what reason? You should have draconic and things on there.
We're thinking we might be able to potentially learn the Yeti or update them with the Yeti language
Oh,
if
wow.
we can get our hands on it.
Possible. It might have to be a thing that we send a team out to do dedicated. But what you probably should do, I assume, are you going to one of the like Yeti hunting monk things like that? Right. When you get there,
The
make
flaming
sure-
fisters.
Oh yeah, the flaming fists. Yeah. So when you get there, make sure to ask
He's
them.
completely deadpan. What?
Make sure to ask them for a
He's
guide.
always deadpan.
From what I know, most of them already speak Yeti, so they'll be your go-between at the very least.
Very well.
So we're in a guide. eh?
Probably. I mean, it's the fucking mountains. I wouldn't want to go up there without a guide.
Yeah.
It would be
that's
best to go with a guide.
Yep. Get a Gurkha or two on our side.
Well, more likely one of the monks themselves. I mean, they live up there. They know where everything is.
I was about to say I would imagine there would be Gurkhas, but of course not. They're Dragonborn.
Yeah. Anyway, is that everything for everyone?
What type of Dragonborn are they? Do you know?
You said they were fire?
No, your fire.
Yeah, you are. Are you a golden dragonborn? Have you got your thingy up?
No.
No, you're just
Just show it.
just raw dog in the gold
Yeah.
dragonborn. That's it.
Sounds like a fun weekend.
Well, for the most part,
Same as him?
yeah.
Oh.
Fire.
Oh, fair enough.
A few
we
red
could-
ones thrown in, but mostly gold.
So we could take a gold dragon ball with us for a
Yeah.
dragon attack.
Heads up, they'll probably speak to you in Draconic. I hope you know the language.
Well, you don't know the language.
I do. I'm good. Well, common and draconic.
Do an insight check for me.
16, 17, 18.
You realise he's pulling your leg. You all have universal translators anyway. He's just fucking with you.
Make sure you've got. Make sure you're up on the latest lingo. You might need to also learn a bit of Chinese,
Oh yeah, definitely. That might be. That might be. Yeah, that might
Tibetan
be.
variant Chinese.
Mm.
What would that be? Would that be Cantonese or?
No, it wouldn't be Cantonese. Cantonese is only spoken in Hong Kong.
Mhm.
You're thinking Mandarin, mate.
Yeah,
Mandarin's the big one.
Mandarin's widely spoken.
What? It's the one place that Cantonese is also spoken is Tibet.
Yep.
No.
I'm going to try and convince him that Cantonese is what he needs to learn.
I sense
Bullshit. Talk to them in Cantonese. They reply in Mandarin. What the fuck
Can I
are
do?
you saying?
Can I do a deception check?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll do perception again.
No, insight
Insight.
is the insight.
That's not funny.
Hey,
That's a 26.
what's the total of the crit?
So I got nat 20 and my insight is +3, so 23.
Okay, I'm gonna even that out because you didn't crit, he did,
Yeah.
but your raw
My
number was
bullshit is
higher.
good.
You are half convinced that maybe I should be learning. Maybe Cantonese
Obviously-
is the right.
Maybe it's not. Maybe I need to learn Cantonese. Maybe it's okay. He's wrong about the Cantonese. But I probably could do with some Chinese.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's where you are. That's where you are. So, if you are all now kitted out, you can go to the teleportation circle.
Quickly, can I have boots for the snow? Like,
Oh,
ones with
You've already got
those,
it.
those
You've
are
already got it.
part of the outfit.
Yeah, it's all part of the gear.
I suggest that we change into it before we transport. Actually, we could.
I
Probably...
would say that's probably well. You could. Here's the thing: if you carry it all with you, you'll only have to change when you get to Kathmandu. You
Yeah.
might as well change now.
Yeah.
Go there, get enough chopper, and go.
Can we call break early?
Yeah, sure. I think now is an appropriate time to call break anyway.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a short break, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, sounds good.
we will be gone for a few minutes. When we come back, we will resume. But now
Bless you, my son, for you have sneezed.
you have sneezed. Okay. microphone. Hello. I'm muting the music.
And let it grow.
And then we will go back into the cameras. Screen 2. Electric Boogaloo. Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hello.
It changed camera literally as I was waving. You bastard. Right.
I've designed it like that specially.
So, welcome back, everybody. We are resuming with Men in Black, which is Ed's campaign. So I will hand you over to Ed.
Captain Charcoal.
We don't need to do that. Rosenberg isn't coming for us. All right, it's okay. Oh dear.
Blokes in Burberry.
One moment.
If you were Toby, you would have laughed at that with me.
What, that one?
No, the other joke.
If you were Toby, you would have laughed at that.
They clearly do not share the brain cell.
No, there's a whole different brain cell.
Yeah.
Right. So, before the break, you had a lovely little break.
It's not fabulous enough for the brain cell.
No, he's not rainbow enough. For the
Look, I
brain
found
cell.
that.
He cannot join.
And as if to illustrate my point, you are
you're
one of the
Swedish.
straightest men I know. It's really quite impressive just how straight you are.
Oh dear. Right,
Yep.
back to the focus of the
Anyway,
game.
right.
Yep.
Oh
He
God,
actually,
yeah.
Oh, a hot
he
dog
is.
signal.
He's
Yeah.
straighter than Lawrence even.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Well, I'm happy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would-
engaged. I'm not straight.
I fully expect that when you were younger, you may have actually experimented. Him? Nah.
No. Well, I mean, you were in the military, so you
Well,
never know what happens.
No, he
there.
wasn't in the Navy.
Those-
Ah, true.
No, remember, in the
any
military,
military counts.
and
No, but
remember, in the military,
Navy.
I know
the
it's a
most.
Navy thing.
showering together with other men isn't gay.
It's manly.
They replace the word gay with manly in everything that you do.
Did they all know that it just meant gay? Or did they just do it?
Go ahead.
Back in the day, gay, attack me.
What did you say? What did you say?
Could it maybe the powers that do stuff like that?
You want to say that live on the internet? You want to say that about the paras of all people?
I do not know this man. I have never met this man.
I know plenty of Marines that would probably agree with you, but I don't want to stand on any opinion.
Videos
of
on the
this.
internet of them.
Hey, Paris, as long as you agree not to hurt all the rest of them, I do know where he lives.
Hey, yeah, I was going to say.
Anyway, sorry. Let's
You're
get
either
back.
brave or foolish. I don't know which one it is.
The second one.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
both.
young. He's young.
Young, yeah, that's more accurate. So, you've had a lovely little break, and then received your mission, and you are now tooled up. So, am I to assume that you have all already got dressed into your appropriate
No, we're
high
going to the
altitude
Himalayas
clothing?
naked.
Well, you can actually you can kind of get away with it. The rest of you not so much.
Particularly not me.
May I ask, Lawrence, particularly, how are you dressing Toby's hologram?
In a mankini.
Tiny suit.
You've got a tiny version of everything you're wearing. Wonderful.
Does he look like the KFC man where you think the phone's a little suit?
So,
Little tiny hat.
a tiny oxygen mask.
Well, we haven't got one yet.
Oh well.
No, it's only when we start getting higher up.
So, you all make your way to the teleportation chambers, and they do the appropriate rituals to get to you to the Kathmandu site. Please step onto the pad, gentlemen.
Step forward.
Good luck. And they push the button or complete the ritual.
Push the button.
You rematerialize in the Kathmandu site. It looks very similar to the one that you just left. What is it? You have a thing you want to say?
No.
Lies. I don't even need to insert check you there.
Liar.
I
The
know.
best bit is I actually genuinely don't.
Doubt.
No,
Press X.
I
Doubt.
genuinely do not.
Okay, fine. You arrive in a room that looks very similar to the one you just left. And the
Obisaurus just said, I am as always dressed in a T-Rex costume.
naturally, yes, that's I would expect nothing less. as you make your way out, the attendants.
To be clear, not the dinosaur, the 80s rock band.
Yes, naturally, the superior of the two, in my humble opinion. The teleportation technician leads you out into the wider building.
Anything we should be aware of?
I'd refer you to Station Commander. He'll be waiting for you on the helicopter pad.
Thank you.
You can follow the directions to the helicopter pad. It's a much smaller facility, this one, as of course you've come to know. The regional offices
Tend to
are
be.
never
I
that
take it
big.
these aren't Nepalese as opposed to British.
There are a couple of Nepalese people, yeah. I'm not going to do the Nepalese accent, obviously, because that comes with a whole raft of problems, and I don't want to do that. But
Please.
there are a majority of people here are Nepalese, but there are various other ethnicities and species all around, as you can know from the MIB.
I'm going to have a bit of a turkey and put on my face again.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you just a normal? Well, not the normal. You're normal.
You're gonna jerk and put it on your face.
Yeah, you're normal. Right? You haven't like.
So where you've eaten the wrong
Shut
bit.
up, boy.
This is where
I
you
don't
eat,
have permission to do that to anybody else at this time.
when you eat the wrong bit and you're a small schoolgirl. It's like, what the fuck happened to
No, God, no, not that one. Wrong one.
Was that wrong one or one one?
No, that was a name. That's the difference. So, you go through the facility.
I actually have a patient called Charmaine.
Really?
Yeah.
Joking?
No, I thought the first name Chow, and I thought it can't be named if it was.
I didn't forget what
I had to
it
shut
was.
down the waiting. I thought,
Oh, I saw a YouTube short the other day that there was a guy who was working with a guy called Me, and his sister was called You. No word of a lie.
Like, why you?
Yeah, well, M-E and then Y-U.
Oh, Jesus.
That was brother and sister, me and you.
That's the point at which you do a pact to kill your parents.
Yeah, I feel like, surely they knew. Surely. Even if you speak a different first language, surely you know. By that point, surely you know. Oh.
It's like that woman that's come famous on Facebook this week. Her name is Tu, spelled T-U-U,
Mm-hmm.
and her surname is Yu. So Y-U-Y-O-U is her surname. And the whole thing is, it says to you, basically. So
Uh-huh.
And someone said, can you imagine having to sing her happy birthday?
Oh no! That's so true!
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh my god, wow.
well, I
Gee.
had another patient there with 4 middle names, and she didn't like any of them. So now she's got her last middle name was Juno. And I thought, oh, that's because you were born in June. You know, her dad was a World War II fanatic. And she was named after
Oh,
one
the
of the landing
beach.
beaches.
Oh god, yeah.
And funny enough, her birthday was the 6th of June.
Oh, oh god.
Aiden!
Yeah. Oh, poor
That would be
woman.
why you thought of it, I suppose.
I guess
My
for
granddad
it was
Juno
D-Day.
Beach. Dropping Canadians off.
I'm just glad that my parents had an agreement that if I was going to be a girl when I was born, it was going to be my father who named it me. And I believe the name he went for was something like Prudence.
That would have been ironic, really. That would have been ironic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very glad it wasn't that. However, I have been lumbered with my initials.
Sorry, the only thing I could hear was the squeaking. I couldn't actually
Yes, you
think
know
of
his
it.
name is Squeaky Squeaky.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
later.
tell me later. Yeah, tell me later when we're off stream.
So,
Anyway, so you go through the building. There is the standard array of concrete walls that you've come to expect. And you follow the signs towards the helicopter pad, and you
Oh.
realise you're not going up any levels.
I'll tell you what we did forget to do.
Are we on a quite high level?
What did we get?
No, you
Change
find out in a
currency.
minute.
We shouldn't need it,
I was
but
going to say, you won't.
What are you planning? Bribing the Yetis?
possibly.
You accept American dollar.
American Express?
I mean, the dollar's probably better than the yuan at this point. So.
Do you take Bitcoin?
Oh. Lovely.
I'll spend this on cryptocurrencies.
It's just a one crypto mining yeti. Anyway,
Okay, we're adding that when we do our cyber.
crypto mining yeti. Yeah, lovely. So-
One
You notice that you're not going up any levels as you're following the signs towards the helicopter.
We
I
have to,
can
What do you call it?
we'd have to do it.
Pattern.
Pad. That's the one.
We'd have to do shadow run because then you can actually have yetis.
And as you make your way into the actual helicopter pad area, it does in fact have a roof on it. You see that there is in
Standing on
fact
the
a roof above it. Standing
It's
in
like
front
an
of
aircraft carrier, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. It is kind of like an aircraft carrier, you suspect at this point. There is a black unmarked helicopter here.
What type of helicopter? I'm joking.
No,
There is
I
actually
don't wanna be-
There is actually a specific type of helicopter that's used in that region. I believe it's an Indian-made one.
Whichever one that is, it'll be that one. Specially adapted for high altitude flights. And standing in front of it, you can see, again, what looks to be a normal human. He's clearly got his filter on at this point. Welcome, gentlemen. I take it you're the ones that are going into the mountains, is it?
Yes.
That would be correct.
Wonderful stuff. Well,
Yeti hunting.
yes, Yeti hunting. Yes, so I'm taken to believe.
No.
Our pilot will drop you off pretty much in the courtyard of the Temple of the Brothers.
Anything we need to know about them?
About the brothers themselves.
Hmm.
They're conservative is not a word that I would use in a political sense, but certainly they eschew technology in general. Mysticism is their bag in a big way.
Nepalese
question.
Amish.
Yeah, Tibetan Amish.
That's
They're
right.
not Nepalese. They're Tibetan.
Quick question.
But,
Who's got the filter thing on? Who's actually got the filter thing on?
Well,
You kind of need it. The only thing that gives you away pointy ears.
do we want to approach them filtered or unfiltered?
Oh, then they know you're coming. I mean, they're all Dragonborns themselves. So if any of you are Dragonborn, then
I don't have filter on. So
oh, you're not filtered, yeah. Well, you'll be right at home there. You'll practically look like one of them, if not for the.
I think maybe it's smart for us to just stay, considering
Yeah.
their occupation.
I mean, if it's not too impertinent, what are you?
That's a private matter.
Fair enough.
Let's just say
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, you should be fine. I don't think they have any run-ins with your people.
I mean, you're
But,
with
good
me.
for them.
You're with me, so you should be fine.
I turn mine on and off and nothing happens.
Why do you even have one?
I think you're just a human, mate. Funnily enough, yeah.
Honestly, I'm quite
Why
literally
did
walking
the
around the
department
headquarters
give him
with
one?
a shotgun on the
That's a
burner,
good question.
shield and warhammer in hand,
You should be fine.
He gets like
I mean,
a
they're all
centimetre
armed.
tall.
yeah, with scale mail.
No, you can turn
Which
into elf and I
bulletproof.
can filter into
Well,
an elf.
it'll be like armor,
Yeah,
like
He's
prop.
he's
like
still the
proper
same
body
height.
Armor,
It just has
basically.
an
It's
elf.
not- it's just
They look
So,
like
yeah.
Mr. Spock
With,
is stuck
you
on.
know, saying it's scale mail or plate armor, it just means that it's a higher grade of
Yeah.
body armor. Basically,
So,
that's how we're translating.
Let's
it.
get on the helicopter. How long's the ride? 2 hours?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, about 2 hours.
Is there any social no-pause we have to be careful of?
Well, I would say maintain your levels of respect. They would most likely see you as helpful outsiders. So probably on par with, considering that we have the reputation that we have with them, a adept brother. So you're fairly low down the pecking order, but they also understand that you're there for a reason to help them, everything like that. Don't insult anyone above your station, is what I can say, because they won't take kindly to that. And make sure you show proper deference to the high
Right, so
abbot.
shut up. Shut up.
has their place been overrun, or is there
And,
still control of it?
From what we know, the actual temple itself hasn't been overrun, but they are being overwhelmed by the numbers of Yetis coming down from the mountain, and they're having difficulty keeping control of the
Then
situation.
let's get moving before
Yes.
we fall behind.
Yeah, probably best. Right, carry on.
Right, get on the helicopter.
Cool.
Get on.
You can see my character is visibly slightly
Yeah.
All right for a new
A little
member
apprehensive.
of
the fingers go
Congress.
white as he grips onto the handle above.
I'm
You don't
kick-
need the handle. You've got the things on, but
harness.
he's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm sat on one of the seats, kicking my feet like
He's-
a child.
he's not driving. He's like
There is, as you notice, there is actually what looks to be a human piloting this actual thing as well. 2 of them. So you don't have to put your lives in the hands of computers or anything like that. Jesus, was that your fucking elbow?
Yeah.
Hitting the table? Christ, I thought you'd gone. Jeez.
Discord.
So, are we all getting on the helicopter?
Mhm.
Lovely. So,
Get to the chopper.
the doors shut, and you are in a fully enclosed place. You all have oxygen masks should you need them, because you are at high altitude at the end of the day. And as the rotors spin up, the roof opens up. And as you come out of the top of the helicopter pad, you see that below you is just another part of Kathmandu. There is nothing that marks it out as anything special. It's just another set of tin roofs. And as the helicopter comes out, it closes up and the helicopter takes off. So, it's a moment or two before you get to this temple. You're going over the mountains of the Himalayas. You can see an abundance, of course, of snow-capped peaks, many jagged ravines. But occasionally you do see a deeper ravine with a bit of greenery at the bottom, a few rivers running through it. You suspect that these are probably the places and the villages that the Yeti are preying on. You can probably surmise as well that beyond the temple, there will be more of these going further into China. Needless to say, you do spot a few as you get across the Indian-Chinese border, with it being sort of somewhere over there. There are a few like troop movements of Chinese troops, a few troop movements of Indians, just rattling sabers at each other basically at this
A couple
point.
of tanks which are barely able to move in the high atmosphere.
Pretty much, yeah, that's the idea.
On both sides.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works at that.
My, that's
Would we be landing
some
at
mighty impressive technology.
Barely functions at this altitude.
would we be landing at the temple? Or
In the courtyard.
Yeah, you would know that you'll be landing in the
Are we
courtyard.
landing or wishing me dead?
No, you will be landing
Rapidly.
most likely.
You're repelling.
Yeah, you won't need to be repelling.
We
really.
can kick you out if you want to repel them.
So, and as you're...
Please don't. If he breaks any equipment, we have to explain it to the quartermaster.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And as you get further into the mountains and these ravines...
Can I keep an eye out while we're going over the mountains to see if there's any activity that is spottable?
what are you looking for specifically?
Activity in above the snow line.
Above the snow line, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we got binoculars.
Yeah, you'd all have binoculars as a thing. Make me a
Perception?
perception check. Give me 1 minute. You might have to do this at disadvantage. Just give me one
I'll
moment.
roll the first, and if I need to roll a second, I'll roll that.
Oh no, you don't need to roll at disadvantage. I need to roll at advantage.
Would I be able to look through the binoculars for any giant, like, packs of Yetis moving at one time?
Yeah, you can. So you're all looking for Yeti, really.
Specifically, I'm looking for movement, so I might not be able to know what it is, but I'll see if there's movement.
I'm
Okay.
looking specifically for
What's this
Yeti.
perception?
Yeah, this would be perception.
Would I roll disadvantage? So I'm looking specifically for Yeti.
No, you just roll normally.
Yeah,
But
so
the thing is,
we're all looking specifically.
Oh,
at it.
I will guide
barring you,
myself
because
as well.
but if you're looking
If I'm looking
to
for
find
movement, I might be
Yeti,
able to
your
point-
DC would be higher.
Yeah,
basically.
I can point these guys towards areas
Nine.
where there's movement.
Mhm.
And with a 21,
21's good. Did you roll, James, or are you abstaining from this one? You can abstain if you wish.
I don't think my perception is. That's my perception.
You are a wizard, so probably not.
It's not too bad actually. So yeah, I will roll for this one.
Fair enough.
with the...
Well,
Perception's one of my 3 good skills.
So that's 16.
what did you roll?
16. Okay. So
I
what did you
got
get?
8.
9.
9?
So,
And what did you get? 21.
21.
so I've got +8 to my roll.
Uh-huh.
I roll 14.
60.
With guidance.
22.
So
No. 14 with...
all of you, as you're looking down into the snow,
I think it's gone to sleep.
as you're looking down into the snow, specifically focusing on the snow lines above the ravines where you know these people are being preyed on, you can't see shit. None of you can see anything. There's barely even any movement that you can even perceive.
So for all we know, they could be folks in the temple.
They could be all around the temple. You could be looking right at them,
They're
and you
lining
just
up
can't
their-
see them.
They're
They're
lining
white.
up their
They're just that
RPGs
good at
on
hiding.
us.
Yeti are perfectly adapted to their place
Terrain.
of they're perfectly
And
adapted to their
Ah,
terrain.
there's a natural camouflage.
Absolutely perfectly adapted. And as you're
Terrain.
Talking about that,
Terrain.
snow gear, is it snow gear for white? Is it white snow gear camouflage?
well, now this is a thing that I think all of you can answer. Do you want to have your snow gear being combat snow gear or climbing snow gear? Because the difference would be combat snow gear would be camouflaged against the snow.
They're going to know we're coming no matter
Climbing.
what because of smell.
Climbing snow gear will most likely be a very bright orange.
I'd
Because
rather
orange is a very, like, you don't find orange
in
above a
snow.
certain altitude. Yeah. And it makes you easier to find if you get lost or injured.
Given that,
So those are the two options.
given that,
I'll go combat.
given that none of us are professional climbers, I would highly recommend we go with visible gear.
It's not that he does have a point. It's not a bad option.
Maybe if we have like a jacket or something, not a jacket, a lightweight coating that we could put over it.
Yeah, you
Like
could
a-
probably
Like
have like a sort of
jacket, like the thin ones that you get on construction.
No,
sites.
well, yeah, but the reverse. It's like a camo jacket.
yeah,
to
you
go
have
over
like a sort of camouflage sort of
Coverall.
overall suit
Yeah.
that you could slip on if you know that, or if you suspect that combat is incoming. You could probably put that on over the whole thing, like the Finns did in the Winter War.
Yeah.
Because their underlayer was like just brown and grey, basically.
But that means that
But the white is.
if we get dispersed by, let's say, an avalanche,
Hmm.
pull off the camo and we can see you.
That sounds sensible to me.
I mean, it won't be hard to miss me. I'm bright yellow.
Nah, but
And
if you're
gold.
covered in stuff, which
Yeah.
you will be at this altitude, you'll need it.
Balaclava and etc. My character is just going to be completely fucking covered because he is currently cold.
Yeah. Even with the warming suit, it's chilly. It's chilly at this altitude.
Will they not feel the heat from my character? No.
Who?
Like Ian, would he
No,
not
because
feel
you,
No,
you
you're not radiating heat.
Nah, you run like a few degrees hotter than a normal person.
Yeah.
You're
let me put it this
like a cat. You run about 41 degrees Celsius rather than every
unless
other
you want to
36.
cuddle up with my character, no, I will not feel the extra heat.
Ian's character runs about 20 degrees Celsius because you're
Yeah.
cold-blooded.
Runs room temperature.
Indeed. So as you're going,
How cold are you, Toad?
yeah, are you just going full combat?
You
You don't-
Are you
you
not-
don't-
are you
you
going
don't-
without-
like that.
High vis. Yeah.
With the same
Okay, so
temperature.
you're-
It's sort of like,
Do make a note.
oh yeah.
So as you're going over these ravines and peaks intermittently, you are approaching one ravine sort of head on. You're going straight down the barrel of it. And this one seems to be a pretty sizable ravine. At the bottom it seems relatively lush, actually, as well. You might actually be able to make out a few, livestock animals milling about at the bottom.
Do you want to bet that this is the temple area?
Oh, I think that'd be a safe bet to make. I assume they'd be feeding the Yetis or themselves the livestock, but you doubt you're going to see them down in a lush area.
Well, let's see when we see this temple.
Yeah, that's right. The helicopter's taking us there anyway.
I don't suppose it's going to turn out that the Chinese emperors were actually dragonborn with some form of disguise, is it?
I mean, you're old enough to remember it.
Wrong part of the world, though.
Yeah, true. But,
I mean, I'm not entirely sure how that affects our situation right now, but that'd be interesting to know.
But regardless, as you go further down the ravine, you start to see a few houses and structures being built. Or that have been built. that
Similar
keep
to what we've
popping
seen
up.
prior to here.
No, this is something a lot more along the lines of traditional Tibetan building. This is a lot more stone carved structures, something a lot more solid state. There's no prefab here. This is old stuff.
You
And
definitely found the Amish.
as you near the end of the ravine, the buildings get very close indeed, and they rise up the mountain to a full temple complex that looks for all the world to be built into a section of the mountain that makes the end of the ravine. There is a very large courtyard, probably about an acre square, right in the middle of it, that has been cleared for your landing.
Any religious symbolry?
Yes, there would be Buddhist religious
Buddhist,
symbolry,
okay.
yes. Pretty well all over the place. It wouldn't be difficult if you were scanning the thing with your binoculars. You'd be able to pick out the Buddhist symbols and things.
Very well.
If you were also inclined and you were looking into the city itself, you'll notice that it is predominantly two species, humans and dragonborns, living alongside each other. These guys are dressed in what would be sort of described as normal clothes. These guys do not seem to be monks. There is quite a clear wall
Demarcation.
around the abbey, basically. And at that point, any of the guards on the walls themselves, which seem to be armed exclusively with properly ancient weapons. I'm talking like spears and things like that. Not even no great swords to be found here.
Any of the spades?
Yeah, there would definitely be a few monk spades and things like that, but they're very traditional weapons.
Watches.
No, that's Korea, my G. That's like 1,000 miles away.
Oh, damn it. I was waiting to see if you'd know.
No watches.
So,
Um,
come into land.
They're all blind then.
shut up.
I have a watcher.
But yes, you do in fact.
Fire.
You do in
In
fact.
fact, no, just burn the helicopter down. Let's just end it.
You do in fact come into land in the courtyard that has been cleared for you, and you sat down right in the middle.
Do you want to take the lead on talking with these gents?
I should, shouldn't I?
I'm more than happy to assist.
We're all gonna die.
I think that'd be advisable. They'd probably be more amenable with him.
That's why I said I'd
Yeah,
be willing to
so-
assist.
Because if they do speak Draconic, I can translate for you lot.
We
I
all
mean,
have
we-
translators on.
Not true.
You would know that Draconic is one of the translator languages that can be picked up.
Yeah.
They, however, as you know, they may address you
Simply because
because you're one of them.
Yeah.
And as you are having this little conversation and the doors are still closed, you can see that there are 3 of these golden dragonborn that walk up to you.
Okay.
One of them is in much darker robes than the other and is also leading the sort of triangle of these. You would suspect that this guy might be the higher ranking of the 3.
I believe this gent's the leader, so if you would care to speak to him, I'm going to open my door.
Mhm.
Leader.
Well, leader of this group, anyway.
You'll be like the highest person.
In this
Yeah, well, leader
particular.
is-
Yeah, in the particular temple.
Yeah, you know, leader. The dictionary definition of leader.
He's probably not the highest in the monastery, though. I
But
would
he's the
imagine we're being
highest on
sent to
point at the minute.
mid-level underling.
That would be a safe assumption. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will open the door, nod to them, and I will open the door for you.
Are you all stepping out, or is it just you at this moment?
I would say we all step out.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sensible.
I might as well drive one. I'm not driving.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can all quite happily be who you actually are here.
Yeah.
If you have reservations about being who you are, that's okay. But you could probably get away with it.
He's famous. He's Grim Fandango.
He is not Nanny, I swear.
That would be a cool
That would
character
be a
to
cool-
do,
that would
actually,
be-
though, wouldn't it?
God, I miss those games. That game.
As you all step out of the helicopter, the monks that are coming up to speak to you bow deeply and respectfully.
I return that bow with equal measure.
The rest of you?
Think we all return that.
No,
back.
I will bow
do
back.
some sort of-
Well done. You passed test 1. Good afternoon, everybody. They are speaking in Draconic. And they are addressing you most specifically. You are those from the Men in Black?
Yes, we are.
I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me. We will let your aircraft take off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And they shuffle away from the thing. The
I'll just
helicopter
follow-
takes off
follow in.
and goes away.
Presumably, how are we going to call it back?
We have our comms.
Yeah,
Also,
you do. You,
call-
yeah, you've got SATCOMs
You
already.
In fact,
telephone.
I will just check. Do you mind if we do a quick SATCOM to make sure our communications are operational?
Yes, please carry on.
Com check. Confirm signal.
Yep, confirm this is Kathmandu Station. Are you at the temple now?
We're at the temple speaking with the abbot. Sorry,
Oh, I am merely a deacon.
speaking with the deacon at this time. Thank you. Apologies.
Not at all. Gentlemen, we are thankful for your assistance.
Perhaps it would be wise to ask what the nature of the problem is. We know that the Yeti are becoming overwhelming, but if they could explain the details.
Yeah.
I will actually do it in front of them. I will speak to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe it might be
Get
getting yours first.
Mm.
I'll say it would be.
Oh,
both
yes.
sides.
You can take it.
My character's just like,
Despite it being really still pretty chilly at this altitude, the monks themselves are dressed as you would expect them to be, as Shaolin monks, basically. Pretty, yeah, fair. They're pretty unbothered by the cold, it would seem. You suspect they may have had time to acclimatise to this altitude and this temperature.
bastards.
What would have caused the Yetis to start attacking the temple?
Again, I think it might be a good idea to go inside first.
Yes, please.
You want to go inside?
Yes,
You
please.
could literally die out here.
Please, maybe go inside.
Of course, yes.
Turning into a spaceman.
And he will lead you into a sort of antechamber into the main body of
Yeah.
the temple itself. Do you require any refreshment while you are here?
Would anyone like a drink?
Fire?
Perhaps something a little
We
more
certainly can
No,
provide
hot
that.
chocolate.
hot tea if you've got it.
Of course. Please, follow me. We will take you into the mess.
I think I need to turn up the temperature on this thing.
So he takes you into the sort of mess hall. There are some big long tables. There is a number of pots of stew bubbling at one
My
end.
character just
attended
goes
to.
towards one of the pots and just stands near it. Just
And they will serve you up some tea, and they will allow you to help yourself to the stew if you would like some.
it's a vegetable stew, isn't it?
Most likely, yes.
Can't have it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll be polite about it. Vegetable stew.
Yes, of course.
Unfortunately, my diet, I'm not able to process that.
I see. I'm afraid it may be a little difficult for you to find sustenance with the brothers.
We have rations we can use with us.
I'll say,
Ah, you're a reverse vegetarian.
Yeah, carnivore.
Yes.
Yeah. He is. He's literally a carnivore.
Oh, the tea is nice.
No, please refresh yourselves, and then we will appraise you of the situation.
Please do at the earliest opportunity.
shall we all sit at one table?
Yes.
You certainly can if you wish. You may intermingle with the other monks if you wish.
No, I
but
think
you
we should
can.
stay with the group and stay with the deacon who's
Yeah,
introduced
that's
himself
what
to us.
I'll ask the deacon if we can all sit at one table together and
Yeah.
discuss the matter.
Of course we may. The deacon will himself take a tea, and he will take a seat at the head
You
of
be
the
the
table.
one who is. Excuse me. Will you be the one who is giving us the briefing, or are we to meet with somebody?
Someone slightly higher up than myself will be
Okay.
giving us the briefing. The High Abbot himself, as I'm sure you're aware, will not be giving you the briefing. He is,
Of course.
yeah.
Other matters to attend.
Bit below his station.
Yeah.
You look
Without
like
being
Colder.
rude, yes,
Yeah.
a little below his station.
We
However, he will be in attendance, as it is
we've dealt
custom
with
for the
we-
High Abbot to attend any kind of function such as this.
we were appraised of the equivalent of hierarchy.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
You look kind of cold over there. Would you like my tea?
Yes. he just sort of has 2 cups of tea and he's just holding them to him.
Would you like more tea?
No, I'm fine for now. I
Very
think
well.
I should put the rest of the clothing on though. All of the layers.
That would be best.
So, there is one thing I did want to ask before we have our meeting, though. It was mentioned that some of your people have an understanding of the Yeti's language.
Indeed. The brother that will, to my understanding, be sent out with you as a scout and guide, as I'm sure you can understand, it is terribly treacherous in these parts. Going out without a guide would be tantamount to suicide. He does have an understanding of the Yeti language.
I wonder if we might be able to speak with him about potentially making a copy of it, a backup, just in case anything should happen.
Oh, I see. Yes. Without being rude, how many of you actually speak Draconic? I understand that you are speaking to me in Draconic, but
My companion here speaks Draconic directly. I believe at least one of the rest of us does. No?
Just
don't know.
I speak it fluently.
Try speaking
What
it
languages
in your
could I
mind.
speak? Because I am aware that my language is not written down,
Common,
and I am very
Elvish,
annoyed.
and Thieves' Cant.
you definitely be. You probably get 3, right? What's your background?
Haunted one.
Haunted one, yeah, you get 3. I think they get 1.
So I would
Um,
say
Common, obviously.
uh,
Would you think that Undercommon or Abyssal would be more appropriate for your civilization?
Undercommon?
probably undercommon.
Undercommon, yeah, go
As
for
the
Undercommon.
common language, anyway.
Yeah. And then, do you think that your previous organization would have a language that they sort of used for code's sake?
They probably would have some kind of coded language as well,
Mm-hmm.
which might be something quite esoteric.
Yeah,
Probably not Draconic.
yeah.
There's
It
something
might-
that
Something
in that
closer
common.
to Lion, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might share a character set.
Whack that one down. Whack down Reliant.
Regrettably, I do not have the gift myself.
That is understandable. You, on the other hand, are of our kind, and I would expect you to be able to converse with us. But I take it the rest of you are conversing through some means of... Yes, I have observed them
I say
before.
this device, which doesn't get translated, I would imagine.
Sorry?
That device.
Ah, yes. I myself do not speak the common tongue.
To be fair, who does these days? Oh.
And your translation devices, you would like to have them speak Yeti?
Ideally, it would be. We won't be able to get the whole thing done, but maybe if we can get a few words, just in case we do have some kind of accident along the way, and if your brother is incapacitated or is left looking after one who is injured, it might be a good idea to have a backup from our devices.
Well, we can certainly try, though I must confess I've never encountered this technology before.
From what I understand, it can learn, but we really need our specialists to have a look at it long term, which I appreciate is not something you would welcome.
Well, it's not something we would be able to achieve in such a short space of time, certainly.
But just the most basic of words, like stop. Or...
We could certainly give
Attack.
you some very basic tutelage in it, though I don't know if your devices would be able to help.
Very quickly, can I make a history take to see if I can remember if I speak Draconic?
A Draconic? Yeah, go for it.
It's possible. Let's see.
So that is a 15.
Mm.
You know
I
a few
have
words.
Sage, and I hadn't picked my other language.
You hadn't picked your other language. Okay, what language have you currently got?
I have currently got
You should... you're a human,
common,
right?
common, druidic, elvish, and orc.
That's a lot. Man.
Draconic would actually make sense.
You could have Draconic as your other language if you
Put
want.
it down to the other.
Yeah, I'll allow that role will...
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're a bit rusty.
Yeah,
rusty at it.
you might...
I take it off
It's
and
on the
say a
plate.
couple of sentences very badly
you
and then put it back on and go, oh, I'm passable. Strangely.
I take it you meant to say the tea is lovely, not my ladder is rusty.
Yes, I presume you did.
It seems like I used to be able to speak Draconic quite well.
I see.
Companion has some memory issues.
Ah, my condolences, sir. My
It's
condolences.
a matter of private matter, though. He's a little sensitive about it.
Of course, naturally, I will say no more about
So
it.
we tend to wind him up quite.
Yes, I've never understood that particular part of
We have a
your
somewhat
culture.
adversarial sense of humour at times.
Yes.
Some more than others.
Indeed.
But regardless,
Hmm.
we should focus on the mission at hand. How are losses at the moment?
I regret to say not great. Our brothers are good at extracting themselves from situations that they cannot handle. And so our particular losses have not been too severe.
With those you protect.
Unfortunately, the outlying villages have been... The casualties have certainly been moderate, but the property damage has been severe. We are currently sheltering a number of these villages.
Is that in line with prior incidents?
No, not at all.
That suggests that something else has changed.
That is what we suspect. All of this will be covered, of course,
Yes, of course.
in due time. Please, enjoy your meals first.
When they come in, do they go over the valley or come through the middle?
I would imagine that would be covered in the full briefing.
All of that will be covered in the full briefing, in the fullness of time. Please, eat up.
I'm going
Or
to
drink.
eat and pretend I'm enjoying it.
Do you not have a sense of taste at all? Or do you just not need
You
food?
might have a sense
I
of
might have a
taste.
sense of taste.
It might be that you need to rub it on your tongue a bit to get it.
Are you enjoying it?
I don't know. Alright, we'll go over that.
Because even if you don't
What do you
need
want?
to eat, doesn't mean you don't enjoy eating.
Yeah, I'll enjoy that.
It's a good stew. You suspect this might have been like where were you born in America? Were you born in the West or were you born in the East and then moved out West?
I was born in Texas.
You were born in Texas. Okay. You might have come across a few of the very old sort of Spanish cantinas from when Texas was still part of Spain that would have had something called a forever stew that had been boiling. You, tasting this, would probably recognise this as an akin dish. That this pot has probably been refilled with stocks and vegetables and other ingredients, most likely for the past 1,000 years or something like that. So,
This is a mighty fine stew.
thank you very much. We have been keeping these pots bubbling since the temple was established.
That is quite impressive, you can tell in the flavour.
How far back was that, if you can share?
Well, from our records, although the Chinese Communist Party did their best to try and get rid of them, but we saw to them.
Good for you.
Thank you very much. From our records, what we can tell is that this temple was founded some 3,000 years ago.
It's older than me.
It's older than you.
In fairness, he's 10 times his age in this one.
Yeah, my guy is very old. But he spent most of his time underground.
Mhm.
Well, somewhat.
You know, I don't think I've ever asked you how old you actually were.
That's bringing up. I've not always been the best of people.
Who has, to be fair?
Looking around the room, how are people generally behaving towards us?
Towards you.
Are they looking over? Are they?
Oh, yeah, so that makes sense.
They would be treating you with the same level of respect as, like I said before, like a sort of brother adept. So you can see that the robes that they're all wearing are all of varying colours. And it seems to be basically the darker the robe, the higher up they are.
Yeah.
So the ones that are wearing white robes are the novices. They're the ones that are sweeping. They're the ones that are passing out more tea. You seem to be at the same kind of level as the sort of light orange brothers. The guy that you're currently talking with, the deacon, is addressing you politely because you're outside people. But he's in this sort of dark purple.
Yeah.
So he's approaching top.
We treat him with respect, but at the same time, he's here. We're here as his guests, so he's
Yeah,
a bit more
exactly.
accommodating.
That's exactly it. So you would see that you might get some sort of the novices will never look you directly in the eye. The other people that would be at the same level as you will probably acknowledge you, but in a sort of, I don't know you, and then we're going along. A few of the top dogs, although admittedly there aren't many down here, the ones in the
They'll
sort
probably
of
ignore us.
the reds, well, they might actually show a bit of curiosity towards you because they don't have any need to sort of fear insulting you because they're above you. Why would they need to fear that?
It's kind of ironic because if we're wearing our MIB outfit,
We're
we're black.
That is actually a valid point, but we're not.
You're not wearing robes.
No.
And that's the key thing.
Also, we are wearing at the moment our winter gear. Well, cold weather gear, which
Yeah,
is
you're wearing, it's orange,
Mine's
which is
white.
appropriate.
barring yours.
A bit-
Yeah, yours
a
is
bit
white,
bright.
which actually means you're the lowest.
It's the YTS boy.
Aren't you glad you can take the hood down and show that it is orange underneath?
No, he's the novice of the group.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Mhm.
I've got white hair,
Yeah.
Work experience, boy.
black skin.
It's true.
Yeah.
He does have the darker skin tone here.
Skin color doesn't really make much of a difference up here.
Um,
Almost everyone is gold or red, so
Yeah.
you know.
Perhaps it would be wise for us to inquire about matters of etiquette now before we have our official meeting with the high-ups.
Indeed. Well, when we go into the Grand Chamber, the High Abbot will be in attendance. Do not speak to him unless spoken to yourself, as I'm sure you can all imagine.
If we needed to raise a question, would it be acceptable to raise a hand?
Yeah, I believe for you, yes, it would be. I'm not expecting you to.
But if an emergency or something came up, we would be able to.
Indeed.
Understood.
Also, don't expect the High Abbot to answer your question. It would not be the High Abbot doing any of the answering of the questions. It would be one of, I suppose you would refer to them as a bishop. The title is a little more esoteric in our order. Bishop, deacon, high abbot, these are all titles that we've sort of had to...
Equivalents.
Yes, equivalent titles for you, so it's all a little bit more understandable. But they would be the ones that you would address, and they would be the ones that give you your mission as well.
Is there any appropriate terminology that we could use to address them, rather than using a crude analogy?
Well, in general, our term for anyone higher up than us is master. That is just what we call everyone, barring, of course, the high abbot, which is...
As outsiders, would we need to use a separate term, or would we use a qualifier?
I think if you
Something
were to use the
formal.
term master, that would probably be acceptable.
Very well.
But, again, sir, or any other formal term of... I don't think that would cut it.
He might smack
Do we have some duct tape?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, go on.
an 11.
You're not a Kender.
No. I'm
No,
not
he's
okay.
a hoarder.
Yeah.
It's worse.
Yeah.
I have no possessions, and I have a bag that can hold lots of stuff. So I'm now collecting stuff.
Please don't collect stuff from these guys. You can collect some snow or sticks while we're outside. Please don't steal shit from these guys.
Collect like a Yeti toe or something like that. You
An
can get
entire
away with
Yeti.
Put a Yeti in the
that. I think
bag.
that might be a bit more than £500, funnily enough.
Start dismembering bits of it.
Oh,
no.
God. I'm going
didn't
to
ask
grill
you-
this and eat it later.
I didn't ask you to collect snacks.
Yeah.
Becomes a Yeti.
No, they're under £400.
Like under £400, are they?
They're exactly £400.
In fairness, he's already got £100 of oxygen in there.
Exactly.
So it would be...
And more.
And more.
Yeah.
So it would unfortunately be
It's
too
a
much.
Yeti or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already
Wait,
at 100.
Wait, we stuff it into the bag. We go to the top of the mountain. We
Heave it.
heave it off the top of the mountain and we yeeted a yeti.
Oh,
If I
God.
get a smaller Yeti, I'll be able to fit it in.
Oh, so
A child.
Oh,
It's
stealing-
wonderful child murder. Here we
oh
go.
god,
Hey.
it started.
Can't catch you.
Or maybe like,
Child snatcher.
or maybe one that's had like problems developing.
I like how you've been calling him child snatcher this entire time,
And yet,
and now
of
you're the
two
one
others
who's
that are exhibiting the behaviour.
you're the one who's
advice.
you're the one who's managed to get himself a bag suitable for child snatching. And have managed to arrange that it is your personal property, not the property of our organisation now. You are
Just to say-
aware of the hypocrisy, yeah?
That may come back to bite
You
you
still
later.
need to bump here. I'm going to hang you out to dry.
To bite him. They have inventories
Yes, they do.
and cameras.
He's just a different guy that was on the station this one time. You've taken advantage of that. That might not look good for you.
Particularly,
Yeah.
you might be able to claim that you forgot. You better.
I mean, you do have memory loss.
You better hope that they believe you.
Mm.
Right. So, master, sir, appropriate.
Either of those would be appropriate.
And I'm given to understand that the darker the robes, the more important
Well intuited, yes, indeed.
Probably for the best that we decided to go with winter gear.
In fairness, you aren't actually wearing the holy
Right.
robes. It's only people that are wearing our actual uniform, as I suppose you might term
Also,
it, that are incorporated in the hierarchy.
I've always been more comfortable saying thank you to people who hand me stuff. Is that acceptable to say to those of lower status? That's not some sort of taboo.
It's not taboo. It's not generally the done thing, but you are
Outsiders.
You are outsiders. We can accommodate for that.
Very well.
Certainly.
I just didn't want to make sure that by being polite, I'm accidentally being insulting.
No. Insulting would be the wrong word in that case. Certainly odd, I think, would be the more appropriate
I
term.
think odd
They
describes
won't
us
be
quite
used
well.
to it.
Well, maybe so.
No, that describes us quite well.
Well,
It would be best if you just.
I don't know
nod
what you
them.
mean. I'm perfectly normal.
says
It,
the
it
dead
would be
man.
best to just nod them if they give you anything,
In that case, I think that's everything we need to cover.
because everyone eaten.
Communications for you. I don't suppose you'd have any interest in a communication back to our people. I assume you already have arrangements for that sorted.
We do already have arrangements for this kind of thing. It is the one concession to technology that we have made.
Accept, understand.
Well, if everyone is finished refreshing themselves,
Yes.
follow me then, please, gentlemen. And he stands, and he leads you out of the mess hall into a much longer corridor that seems to be flanked with guards wearing red sashes.
So they are
So
superior to us.
these guys are a cut above everybody else. These guys,
They're wearing red. That's security. They're the ones who die for.
well,
Don't maybe point the Star Trek lore
Yeah.
out.
No, more importantly, Star Wars, the two red guys standing and the guy in front in charge is wearing a black. That's very, very Emperor Palpatine and his protective guards.
Praetorians.
I've just watched Star Wars. I'm like,
Oh, you're a bit like...
I just look at you. Star Wars.
Yeah.
My character just blankly looks at them. What do you? Oh.
Yeah.
You don't suppose you modelled it on them, do you?
Best not to ask,
No.
because if we insult him, he will.
I don't think he would take it as an insult, but they might find it
I
amusing.
can't imagine they've watched Star Wars.
I'd ask him
I
to
doubt
watch it as well.
I can't imagine they've got a TV.
I don't even think they know what a TV is.
They probably are aware
Oh, I
of the
fit in
concept.
perfectly
Yeah,
fine with them
yeah.
then.
Yeah, you fit in right at home.
Yeah, these people are the normal people from your perspective. I mean, sure, they're a bit reptilian, but
But as he leads you down this long corridor that is probably 30 men abreast, and there's 2 fires in braziers set in sconces intermittently that rise up out of the floor.
You
With
walk
these-
towards them.
Yeah. I mean, you can certainly sort of like hug the fire and then like...
Shuffle
wait
forward.
until you're going through the snow. He is going to be the fucking worst.
And as you go down,
I'll walk
sort of
behind
every,
so it looks like nothing suspicious.
sort of every
No, don't worry about it.
10 feet or so, there are these red-robed guards, and they've all got spears or meteor hammers or monks' spades and things like that. The more traditional things.
My rifle.
What is it? Moving your rifle.
Michael's rifle. Yeah.
I put my hands up. Box go do.
What a delightful tune you're humming. I've never heard that one before. What is it called?
My expression just goes blank as I say the Imperial March. It's from a. It's from a film.
Oh, this is one of those
It's-
recorded pieces of media.
Yes.
Is that
I
correct?
could demonstrate a clip from it, but I appreciate that with your adversity to technology, that might not be well.
I don't think it would go down
Don't
too
do
terribly
it.
well.
Don't.
I think they used to call them moving pictures.
Yes, it's a descendant of that, basically.
And this conversation carries on as you go to the end of the corridor.
And he's
As
still
you
going,
get to the very end of it, that's exactly what he's doing. As you get to the end of it, there is a flight of about 20 steps that rises quite sharply towards a giant set
I
of wooden
will
doors.
at this point, because I realise we haven't actually explained to him what a television is these days. I'll explain to him how film has developed into this, and it's developed into that, and then it's got this, and then we got CRTs, and then we went down to flat screens, and now we've got these ones that are really.
Yeah.
If he overhears, he can listen in, of course, but I'm
Yeah.
not
And we've
directing
got
it to
mobile
him.
phones.
No,
If he's curious, he can listen.
that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get to this giant
What?
set of
Because I figure this is a good way that if he is interested, he can get the information without being impolitic.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. As you reach this giant set of very
Mind
square
explodes.
wooden doors, they're probably about 30 feet tall and about 10 foot wide each. These are humongous. And
So
Just
it's basically
pause.
built for Dragonborn.
well, they're
No,
built.
this-
They're built to be impressive.
This, I don't suppose. I will not ask that question.
Take psychic damage and try and understand technology.
I just got to glance through him and make a sort of.
Do your shoulders need?
It would be an impolitic question, I suspect.
As I am now aware of that, you may ask the question, and I will not take offence.
I don't suppose you previously had any full-blooded dragons
Oh,
in the order.
well, according to the records, the order was supposedly founded by a dragon. But in my lifetime, and the lifetime of my masters, there has not been a single full-blooded dragon in our order.
Very impressed.
He goes to the doors, and he gestures to one of the guards, who hands him a big mallet, basically. And you notice that as he pulls back and hits it, there is a central dais in the middle of the door that has clearly taken a number of impacts. And he raps on it 3 times, and then hands the mallet back. And the doors...
My brain just goes to the old MGM logo.
Not that. The doors unlock from the other side and then swing open. And inside you can see a stepped chamber. So every sort of 10 steps or so, there is a platform in which 2 large chairs are set. There's probably about 10 of these, and then right at the top, there is a giant throne.
No.
Currently,
Tiny
No.
currently occupied by a normal-sized dragonborn wearing black robes. Robes.
What you think?
Me and James went,
I
no.
I am going to take my
What's
lead
the thing about
from
Mike?
the guy who's leading us, because I assume we walk forward and bow at some point.
You will, yes, indeed. So the High Abbot himself is sat in this giant throne. His robes are black. What, you know Vanta black?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
black that drinks in light?
He's wearing
It's that. Those are the robes this guy is wearing. Everybody else is wearing dark purple, going into black, but his are the only one that actively drink in the light.
Meanwhile, I'm wearing this sucking spaceman jacket that's whirring faintly as it heats.
Yeah, yeah. That's just how this is. So there seems to be the best part of 100 steps up to the top. And then when you get to the top itself, there is a large plateau in front of this throne. The idea is that the throne can be seen from the very bottom, but you can also stand there and address the abbot,
Yeah.
but the abbot can see everything that's going on. As you go past each set of masters, for these thrones are occupied, the
Thumbs up.
thrones, multiple, yeah, because it's
These are the
2,
small
2,
ones up.
2, 2, 2,
This
the
is,
abbot.
This is the hierarchy of the higher echelons, basically.
Indeed, yeah. As you go past each one, the deacon bows deeply as he walks.
I bow with.
Yeah, reciprocating.
You do that all the way up to the top, and as you get to the top, you notice that also standing there, though you couldn't see him from where you were because of the angles of things, he sat there with or standing there with the throne next to him. There is a man in regular black robes, and you suspect this might be the archbishop or bishop that the deacon told you about earlier.
He's our scout.
No,
No.
this will be the guy giving you the information. On the other side of the throne, there is a man in, what would he be? Sort of something like a wine-coloured robe. Not quite as deep as the deacons, but not the red that you've seen of the palace
A
guards.
bit higher.
A bit higher than that, but not quite so high as that.
Junior officer.
Yes, something along. If you were looking at like a military hierarchy, this guy would be like a captain or a major.
All
Something like that.
bribe for a new member.
Yeah,
of
something
Parliament.
along those lines. You could see that, contrary to much of the other sort of priests and novices and things that are not exactly wiry, but certainly more along the like athletic build or something like that. This guy's big. He looks kind of grizzled.
What, the scouts?
Yes, the guy that you would assume would be your guide. He looks quite grizzled. He looks like he may have at one point had some pretty severe like sunburn at one point that's actually scarred part of his scales. And he's probably a good 6 inches taller than the rest of the Dragonborn, which, considering Dragonborn are tall in the first place, marks him out as
How tall
something
would you say he is?
different. Probably something like 7'4"
Fuck.
outside of it. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's probably like, if you were to gauge his mass, probably about 340 pounds, and most of that's muscle.
It's almost 100 pounds heavier than me.
Yeah, he's a big boy. So you notice those two, and in the abbot.
3 kobolds are in it.
Well, it's 3 kobolds in a French coat. It's 3 kobolds in monk's robes.
With a mask.
Yeah. And in the middle, of course, is the abbot sat on a throne meant for a much bigger being. The abbot himself looks quite small.
Is he like that compared to his chair?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. He looks like putting a Lego figurine in a child's chair. That's the scale that we're talking
Oh,
about here.
Jesus.
Yeah, like there's not really much hiding the fact that this was a throne designed for a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called it.
Yeah. So the actual abbot, the high abbot himself, despite his regal drinking light black robes, seems relatively small. And he sort of sits there watching you, relatively unmoving.
3 options. If there is still a dragon here, there's 3 options for who the dragon is. It's either the guy in the normal black robes, the grizzled guy we're going out with, or it's the deacon.
I didn't know we were dating one of these people.
This is not a dating sin.
It's Dragon's Den!
It's dragon's D.
Oh. So as you approach the top,
Don't
The
like on
deacon-
hell.
as you
Dragoning.
Dungeons and Drag.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Brendan Lee Mulligan did that.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
actually
I
did.
can't see that.
It was a bunch of drag queens. He
Yep.
was the DM, and they dragged him up for the whole thing. It was great.
Man, I
they had
can't
a
see
good
that.
time with that.
Yeah,
didn't
they actually did kind of good. But anyway, so as you get to the top step, the deacon bows the deepest bow he possibly can, and as he is bowing, he shuffles himself off to the side
We will.
so that he is out the way.
We should mirror his bow, but stay in place.
Yes, you would be correct to do that.
God, my back's gonna kill me.
I mean, to be fair, we're from a culture where bowing isn't as expected, so they might understand
Wouldn't
if you're a little
bowing be
bit...
normal
Oh,
for me?
fuck, my spine snapped in half.
Wouldn't bowing be normal for me?
It depends what culture do you come from.
Doubt it.
You're Norwegian,
Norway.
so...
I doubt they don't bow in Norway.
I don't know how long I've been living in Norway.
Well, how old above table? How old are you?
When you're
2
young,
years old.
Yeah,
I've
Dragon
had
Ball
about
not old.
25.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be bowing with them normal.
yeah, bowing would be weird. But
Yeah.
It's not like completely
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah, you're born in the modern era. This is pretty alien.
Yeah.
Bowing would probably be more known to you and me than anybody else.
You definitely
You,
bit archaic, but
you
yeah, fair.
slightly more than him, but not that much.
Yeah.
I ain't got
Yeah.
I can't imagine he'd
You
be
don't know fucking know anything.
Don't know. You have no idea.
Yeah, it's quite weird.
Yeah, pretty weird.
If anybody who is bowing, I'll be like,
Yeah,
In my
He's
time,
been
there was
involved
young
in
really
one
bow
back
for
in the day.
ladies.
fair enough. So the Archbishop will step forward to you and say, "Rise."
stepped up.
Turns into a piece of bread.
He just folds in half because his back goes.
Agents of the Men in Black. You are here to perform a service for which we are eternally grateful. I will be telling you how this is going to happen, and my compatriot over here, Brother Zhao, and the big Dragonborn steps forward and gives you all a...
What colour dragon?
gold.
He's
yeah,
gold.
They're pretty much everyone is gold Dragonborn in
What
here.
colour
There were only about 2 red
He's got a little black
Dragonborn.
robe.
No, guy. It's dark. It's like white and red. And...
No, his
His robe
his
is
robe
like
is-
wine red, yeah. You were right there, yeah.
Sorry, I just need to add more ink.
Alright. Brother Zhao will be accompanying you on this journey. Now.
Has he got snow gear?
Are
I
you
don't
asking
need
me
it.
or are you asking the
Are
bishop?
you asking in character?
Or just looking at him.
If I can.
We were told not to speak to him unless
You
spoken
would
to him.
know that it's
Well,
probably
I'm not
not.
asking the main guy.
You would know that it's probably not politic just yet to ask.
We can ask him when he invites us to ask questions.
Yeah, that's probably you.
However-
you would know from having had formal interactions in the past. That's probably the politic way.
You would
to
also
do it.
know that this guy is grizzled and he's got like sunburn up in the mountains. Yeah, he'll have snow gear.
Yeah. I mean, currently he's just in the same monk's robes as everybody else,
But he'll
of the right color, of course.
he'll have proper snow gear.
Now, the particulars of your mission are thus. We suspect that there may be something driving the Yetis to perform like this. As you may well have been informed ahead of time, this is not their usual hunting season. Occasionally we have to keep them in check, and that entails, sometimes, performing necessary evils, which I'm sure you can intuit. However,
I would make notes as I do as he says this.
yeah, it would be politic of you to make notes if any of you wish to do so.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And I will do it on pen and paper.
Yeah, they would appreciate that.
It will be a fountain pen because that's at least somewhat more likely to be familiar to them.
Yeah. Their usual feeding times last from what you would call March to around November. At that point, the food sources start to get scarce. They usually prey on livestock, which, although unfortunate for the families around here, is not unheard of for a few goats to go missing. But when they start taking humans, that's when we have a problem. As you are no doubt aware, it is currently June. It is far outside their normal behaviour, and they are much more aggressive this time round than they have ever been before. We do not know who is doing this, or what is doing this, but you and Brother Zhao will be dispatched to find out. We ourselves cannot afford to send any missions that deep into the mountains. Our men are preoccupied with stemming the tide of the Yetis coming down into the villages, so your help in this matter is invaluable. Brother Zhao will be leading you deep into the heart of the mountains where we believe Yeti territory is centralized. Whether the Yeti have some kind of leader or not, we cannot tell you at this current time. In previous eras, and by that I mean a few centuries ago, they did have a king of sorts. If this is the work of that king, then we would appreciate it if you could keep relations good with the Yetis. But if push comes to shove, you have our permission to deal with him as you see fit. Do you have any questions? And he opens the floor to you now. You can actually ask any of the questions. No, the floor doesn't open, he opens the floor.
Smacks a freaking laser beam.
When they go,
Now it's the Balrog.
when they go into the village, they go over the mountain to the side of the valley, or they come through the front of it.
You mean into the ravines where the villages are?
Yeah.
They will come from any angle that they can find an advantage. The closest patch of snow to the village will be the place they will go. That is how Yetis do it.
Do they come in packs or individual?
From what we have noticed so far, it's usually packs of between 3 to 6.
Do you reckon it could potentially be somebody disturbing the Yetis and forcing them out of their home?
It is not impossible.
You
And if that is the case, you have our extreme authority to get rid of them with a definite prejudice.
You mentioned that the Yeti used to have a king. But you mentioned that
Of
this,
sorts.
of sorts. But this was some time ago. Did you have any communications with this person at the time?
That is how we knew he existed. He came to us to broker a peace. For a time it lasted, but as all things, Yetis die eventually, and the peace died with him.
Do you believe? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So they have a hierarchy.
Well, a basic one, potentially, but yes, it would seem so.
And they have
Feudal
a
system?
kingdom. That's that. A palace.
Or perhaps a tribal culture?
I must confess, our records do not say whether they have a place that they go to. A tribal culture would be a reasonable assumption, but they came to us.
Also,
If they have a palace or anything, we have never been there, and it is deep within the mountains.
And you would prefer a non-violent solution if possible?
If one can be sought, then that would be preferable. But
Excellent.
this is unprecedented circumstances, and sometimes extreme actions are called for.
A strange question I think I should ask. The Yetis that you have been seeing, have there been any unusual features about them? Are they standard for their type? Do they show any odd levels of similarity to one another?
Apart from being more aggressive than usual and at the wrong time, they appear, for all intents and purposes, to be the Yeti that we have fought with and had peace with for millennia.
What sort of numbers are we talking about?
In terms of their total population, difficult to say. Even with the tracking techniques that we have developed specifically for hunting them, they are still superb predators. Their master of camouflage in this area is unparalleled. If we were to make a mathematical estimate, maybe dispersed throughout their entire range, 20,000.
Christ.
Though we cannot say whether all of those Yeti belong to the same kingdom, or indeed the same tribe. We simply have no idea.
It's June, so I'm guessing the snow isn't at its peak.
Far from it.
So is avalanche season around?
Well,
not much snow, so no.
at this level, no. But when you get further into the mountains, I wouldn't like to say.
Still too big of a risk. We'll have to keep things quiet if we can. Something keeps nagging in the back of my mind. The numbers you're seeing, they're much higher than you've previously seen. They're coming into new areas. Are they coming into new areas as well, or are they still staying in areas which you are known to protect? Have you heard
For
any?
the moment, they are staying in the areas which we are known to protect.
So you've not heard of
That
them?
being said, we don't patrol outside the areas we are known to protect.
That is entirely valid. But we would have heard if there were villages disappearing, I suppose, outside of your area.
Prevented near the temple.
Not so far. They are not stupid enough to try.
You have enough guards to protect it as well.
Not 20
To protect the temple, most certainly.
Do you have a map? I appreciate it probably isn't available right at this moment. Do you have a map of the areas that you protect and where these attacks took place and possibly when? I've got a theory that's bubbling in my head that I want to make sure is right before I start voicing it.
He looks over to Brother Zhao and he says, "You can appraise them of the geographical situation, can't you, Brother Zhao?" And he says, "Yes, of course."
Thank you. Aside from that, feeding times in November. They prefer to go for animals before they go for humans.
They will always try to exhaust livestock rather than humans. At the end of the day, humans fight back.
Is it only,
Sheep don't.
only humans, or are they trying to go for Dragonborn as well?
Well, any humanoid.
Hmm.
Dragonborn, human, dwarf. We do have a few dwarves up here.
What's the farming been like recently?
That's a good question.
Have there been as many for them to target?
From what we can tell, yes. I mean, there hasn't been any kind of lapse in livestock production or anything of a similar ilk.
There hasn't been a glut, has there?
No.
So it's been
And-
standard
And
amount.
normal
More worryingly, they are actually ignoring the livestock.
They go
They're
for the people.
specifically targeting humans.
Are they just eating or are they just killing?
It would seem a mix of both.
Are
They do
taking-
seem to be targeting humans for sustenance, but they will also go in and indiscriminately murder.
Have any of them been taken?
If they have been taken, they've most likely been eaten already.
Have any of the Yetis been captured?
No, unfortunately not. They
Fight to the death?
seem to be in a state of it, yes. Something that is admittedly unobserved so far.
I don't suppose you have anything which could be used as a tranquilizer.
Not really. We have various herbs and things, but the concentration of such herbs would have to be so high that it would just be impractical to carry them around.
Damn.
Yeti traps?
Try and trap a yeti.
I get the
It's
impression.
rather difficult.
I get the impression they're rather better at stealth than we are.
Yeah.
They are.
I also get the impression
Quite
is
good at
that
stealth.
if they could trap a Yeti, they would have.
We have tried in the past. Needless to say, none of them were terribly successful.
Are they humanoid?
Oh.
Do you mean in the sense of a classification as you?
Humanoid body type. Anthropoid.
I believe in your classification system, they would not be classified as humanoid. I have had some interaction with your way of doing things. I believe you classify them as monstrosities.
Look at whole person.
Well, to me, it
You
sounds
know
like
what whole monster.
a war more
thing?
than a or a skirmish.
This is going to sound.
Hopefully, we can avoid such a war.
This is going to sound stupid, gentlemen, and I appreciate you may not be familiar with the term I'm using here. It's probably wrong anyway. You don't think somebody's cloning them and sending them down here as a way of evicting these people?
More room.
Or maybe they are, as a civilization or a clan or whatever you want to call them, literally growing in numbers and they've outgrown their area that they live in.
It's possible, but you would have expected to see more attacks build up over time rather than.
It might have
Okay.
just hit a breaking point where they've just had enough and it's just the floodgates have
Has
filled up.
Has there been an increasing number of animal losses over the last few years?
No.
No.
This has
Well,
been
there's
a
the-
freak incident.
This is a sudden boost in numbers.
Have they just come in
Or
hordes?
but
Oops, excuse me.
potentially
They
why
come
they're
in
being so
these
aggressive
small
is
groups, as I said.
someone in the
3 to
village
6.
angered them.
6.
That's actually a very good question. Have there been any incidents of Yetis being attacked out of season or before this whole thing happened?
Not that we have observed.
Have you seen any other helicopters come by this way?
No, I can't say we have.
Okay, so they wouldn't have come in by air.
Come on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah,
Are your
I'd need-
theories that some technologically advanced places involving themselves in our business?
It is a theory. I cannot
Yeah.
say it is our only theory because there's just not enough evidence to say for certain one way or the other.
You okay?
Yeah.
Without
I.e. the Chinese.
or the Indians, it could be either side, or it could even be somebody uninvolved. It could be a corporation looking to get access to up here. It could be some idiot doing AI bullshit who wants access to the cold mountains for their server farms.
Ski resort.
We have observed nothing of the case
No,
thus far.
which makes it
Though,
unlikely.
thank you for bringing this to our attention. We shall be more vigilant for these things in future.
To be fair, the last one was an extreme example.
But not impossible.
I wouldn't. The kind of people I'm referring to are idiots. It is quite possible they would try it. They have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of sense. They would overplay their hand and it would be obvious they're coming.
Well, at least they will be easy to spot in such a scenario.
But they do have a lot of money. But anyway,
I'm not the only one who didn't understand a word that last set hearing.
I like the RP you're doing. It's good.
it also makes sense because it makes no
Totally
sense.
foreign, yeah.
Also, it makes no sense to normal people either.
Yeah, no,
Right. Okay, the numbers are too high. This doesn't make sense. They must be coming in from somewhere.
Regardless, you have all of the information I can give you. Brother Zhao himself will take you through the particulars, and if you need any equipment such as we can offer you, I admit it is not as technologically advanced as yours, but ours do have a certain mystic edge that yours may lack. Brother Zhao, please take them to your quarters.
Thank you for your time.
He bows to you, not as deeply as he expects you to bow. of
Bow
course.
back appropriately.
I'm assuming we're all thanking him and bowing.
Yep.
Mhm. Brother Zhao himself will step forward and he will say, "Follow me." And he will begin to walk down the stairs.
Okay.
This whole time, the High Abbot has just sat there, basically unmoving,
Yeah.
just observing this whole interaction.
I'm going to be looking at my notes as I go down the stairs. There's something not adding up. The numbers just don't make sense.
And as you get out of the inner sanctum, the doors close behind you.
This could be a provoked attack.
It is a
Right,
provoked
just-
attack. Oh, sorry.
As you have heard, my name is Brother Zhao. I will be acting as your guide. I would caution you to follow my every move in the mountains to make sure that you don't die. Follow me. And he leads you through a sort of maze of corridors into his quarters, where there are a number of preparation rooms of various survival tools. You can see that this guy is a pretty experienced survivalist. He has his own set of cold weather gear that is specially adapted to his anatomy and is made of much more traditional things. Yeah, things like sheepskin and goatskin in great layers.
I will offer him, if he wants to borrow anything from us, he is more than welcome to, but I appreciate that he probably
not
won't
use
want
it.
to.
I'd prefer to stick to my own gear if that's okay.
Go with what you know.
Quite.
Hmm.
If you need any of our equipment, it's very good, I can tell you that. This thing has seen me through a number of winters, and he pats the coat.
Extra rope is always a good idea, particularly up here in the mountains. Do you have any flags that could be tied to pitons?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yes, many.
That would be a good idea as well. This
Yeah.
numbers just
I tell you what, it's a rather familiar scenario. We got a group of creatures that are classed as tribal, that are very good at hiding, that are attacking the cities and towns built on their land.
You've encountered this kind of thing before?
You could say I lived through a similar scenario, yeah. Yeah.
some unfortunate history.
Yeah. Well, you try living that unfortunate history.
I did.
Being you try holding the law in that kind of history.
Well, gentlemen, I believe you wanted maps of the areas?
Yes, and if possible, if you could outline when the attacks were and where they took place. I have a theory.
I'll do my best. And he goes over to one of the sort of the things that look like wine holders that have all the scrolls in them. Goes over to one of them, pulls out one of the maps and
I'm-
rolls it out
going
pins
to
it down
ask
on the
him,
table.
does he mind if I use a pin on this map so that it would be?
I wouldn't use a pin, but
Nope.
you can use one of these. And he hands you essentially a wooden pointer.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
just put one down where every attack is.
Yeah. The idea is that it's like if you want to point to there, you
Yeah.
put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take out my notepad, peel off a sticker, write on the date and the time, and stick it to it. It peels off.
Let's see.
Right. This will just help me figure out.
While you're figuring that, would you like me to draw a copy of that map in my book?
Take out the phone. Please do.
I just think, technology-wise, I think you would prefer.
I think you prefer whatever works most effectively, and having both means that we've got a backup should one get lost.
I have a preference for old technology, but in fairness, whatever helps you keep alive in the mountains, I'm in favour of. So do whatever you need to do.
That is entirely fair. I will try.
I can
and
send a
draw
copy
that.
of this Mac to our people. They can also take a look at it and see if they can see any patterns. If
I'd
that's
appreciate if you run that by the higher ups.
Do you want me to? Who would I need to speak to?
I'll grab a novice, and he goes to the door and he
Okay.
beckons one of the white-robed, like young dragonborn over, and he tells them to. He basically relays to them what you just relayed
Yep.
to him.
If he needs any clarifications, I will provide them.
Mhm.
I
Right.
take it we'll probably see the deacon again in a minute.
You may well do, yeah. So, you want to know how this all shook out, do you?
Yes, please.
Right. So, and he'll point to the
Various
temple
spots.
complex, which is the map itself is somewhat similar in size to this. The temple complex is sort of down there, and there are a number of ravines in and around. He points to one of the relatively far off ravines first. That's where the first attack happened. That was about 2 months ago, well outside of their the time where the food sources start to run out. And then from that point on, we had one down here.
The first attack, what happened?
Well, from what we can tell, about 3 yetis came down out of the mountains, killed 8 people, ate 3 of them, and then disappeared back into the mountains.
Left the corpses behind?
5 of them.
Well, yes. Interesting.
Didn't touch the livestock, not one bit. Then a similar thing here, and then here. And then as everything went on, and he will point out the various numbers.
Is he
kind-
consistently zigzagging like that?
No.
No, okay. So
They seem to be kind of all over
Random.
the place. And occasionally 2 of them happen at the same time, and then 3 of them happen at the same time, and then 4, and then 5. And at the moment, we're up to 7 attacks happening every time there
They're
is
trying
an
to draw
attack.
attention away from the temple.
maybe.
What I suspect is that they're trying to spread our forces thin.
Yeah.
Because then it's easier to attack the
Oh,
main
they
If
attack
they
the same
pile
place
pressure
more
on
than
a single place, it's easier to break through.
Are they attacking the same place more than once?
From what we can see, no, they are actually targeting places where there are humans in relative abundance.
Well, it definitely seems like you've got yourself a war here.
Does this fit the pattern of guerrilla actions effectively?
It almost feels more like a siege,
Hmm.
in point of fact. The way that they're like, have you had any sort of formal training in warfare? Your character,
He's probably done what he can to avoid that, actually.
fair, okay.
Not military police.
Ah, well, yeah, you would know. Well, I'll do this explanation in character then. Guerrilla warfare isn't exactly what I'd call it. It almost seems more like they're trying to siege us out. In siege warfare, it's no good putting all of your forces through a single gap. You might be able to brute force a breach in the walls, but at the end of the day, you'll lose so many men trying to do so that it wouldn't be worth it. It would be a Pyrrhic victory at best. If you attack the entire circumference of the wall simultaneously, you spread the defenders thin. That means wherever you have the highest concentration of force, it's much easier to break through and you don't need quite so many men to do it. I think that's what they're doing.
Where was
Maybe
the
the-
first attack again?
That would make sense to me. Though that requires a lot of tactical planning and preparation.
And also,
Stuff that usually is beyond the Yeti population.
What-
and
They
also,
potentially-
it requires communication. I point to the
And the temple is there.
opposite sides happening at the same time.
I'm
That's-
presuming that Yeti don't have any technology.
No,
they would
Well,
have
if somebody
touch stuff.
gave them technology, they've got a leader that's better than.
It's possible. It's also possible they have something magical.
it could be either.
Just because we
Mind control.
it could be. Just because we're used to technology doesn't mean we should discount magic as a possible source of their abilities. You mentioned they always come from snow, or rather, the appropriate term. I used the appropriate term. I blanked on it myself. I used the appropriate term for the person we were speaking to in the main meeting. Mentioned that they always came from snow. Do they have any kind of magical ability to teleport through snow?
From what we can tell, no, but they could have villages on every mountain peak and we'd not know. They're extremely well camouflaged, usually built into the mountainside.
How many on an average year, how many livestock would you lose in this whole area? Yeah, a rough estimate. I don't need.
The entire area that we protect over the course of the 4 months that they typically would go without food, maybe 500-600. Bear in mind there are approximately 10 to 15,000 people living in the place that we patrol, with livestock herds to match the needs of all those people. So a few hundred going missing to Yeti attacks is a rounding error, really.
And also, that means we have a rough idea of their population, because now we know how much food they need for that amount of time.
I would have thought there'd have been less food on a human than a cat or a sheep.
There is a lot less.
That's what's making this so concerning.
It's also lower quality meat.
Quick thing.
No offense. He says to all.
Seeing,
It's alright, I'm not human in it.
seeing that first attack was around there, and it's been going 1, 2, 3.
No, it's been dipping around all over the place.
It's not. It's totally
Yeah,
random.
you know that it's pretty random as to where it goes.
Well, random.
It's random for us, it could be organised for them.
If there is a pattern, we can't discern it, but that doesn't mean there isn't one.
This is why I'd like to be able to get our guys back at the base to look at it. They can do some pretty fancy stuff with numbers, but obviously I'll wait until we get permission.
Naturally.
The numbers just don't make sense to me.
I'm almost certain that there is some kind of outside influence here. This is
Agreed.
nothing I've ever observed the Yetis do this for.
Absolutely agreed. This does not make sense from their perspective.
I've been in the mountains for 21 years and I've never seen the Yetis do this.
So the first attack was around there.
Somewhere around there.
Would
yes.
you say, where would you say the camp is around about on the map?
He doesn't know.
With the Yetis,
Yeti.
Yeah. Or where
We
would
have no
part
idea.
of it be?
or the heart of the Yeti territory.
Yeah.
Well,
Be all the way over there, I'd imagine.
unfortunately, yeah, the heart of the Yeti territory is somewhere over by the door. It's not going to be an easy journey, but hopefully we'll be able to make it. I can't say that we won't run into any Yetis on the way that we're going.
Winter wolves. Winter wolves.
Wolves up here.
Wolves up here, no,
Snow leopards, but they don't normally attack humans.
no.
Yeah.
No, the snow leopards aren't really a threat. They might get a bit curious and we might have to shoo them away, but they won't be a threat. The Yetis are going to be the real threat.
There might be a
So
problem.
the Yeti the only threat.
Well, yes, from what we've seen.
Bar
Unless we run into any CCP patrols, but something tells me you won't have a
The
problem.
Chinese Communist Party.
Ah.
Not something we need to worry about too much, unless they've got the dreaded porker reds. Is that him laughing, or is that you
That
laughing?
is him laughing, yeah. Hey, that's both him and me
Yeah.
laughing, actually.
Yes, the dreaded porker reds.
Wow, sounds terrifying.
It's a handgun. It had a particularly strong round, but it also had the worst grip. You had to hold it like that. It was no.
It also seizes up at these altitudes a lot of the time.
Well, that's
Really, I only
vitally
used it down in
stupid.
Hong Kong, so
Freezing.
Oh, I see.
what is it there? It's a time where I don't want to discuss.
Fair enough.
In politic, in current era.
I see. Well, regardless, the Yeti will be the pretty much sole threat that we will be encountering, I imagine.
How bad is the avalanche likelihood? I know that it was mentioned earlier it was less likely now, but
The
still
higher up we
possible.
get, the worse it'll be.
Can we?
If what I know of Yeti villages, I have been to a couple. They are relatively high towards the summit of the mountain and dug into it. If there is some kind of palace complex or whatever we find at the center of their territory, I would expect it to be a larger version of the same.
If we were to try and approach them peacefully, how would you recommend doing it? Should we bring perhaps an animal with us as a symbolic peace
Bring a
offering?
human.
We have
I'm a druid. I could be whatever creature you wanted to bring with.
I'd rather they didn't.
Surprise!
I'd rather they didn't eat you.
You're a druid, you said?
Yeah.
It's not the worst plan in the world.
Surprise! Hand grenade.
If we're
That's definitely not the worst plan in the world.
And avalanche.
if we're trying to if we try a peaceful opportunity, having a backup is a good idea, but I'd prefer not to have it be that once we have the peaceful negotiation starting, you pull out a grenade and blow them up midway through.
I
Keep that as a
will-
backup plan.
I hate to shatter your
You don't think it's going to be possible?
no. You're admittedly what would you say?
Optimistic.
Optimistic, yes. Good-natured attempt to keep this non-hostile.
This is not a good-natured attempt to keep this non-hostile. This is a practical attempt to keep this non-hostile.
Well, I appreciate that.
We are dealing.
Sometimes the higher-ups, they don't really appreciate the situation on the ground sometimes.
Ah,
I think this is them hoping that this can be resolved diplomatically. I have never seen this happen. I
They-
don't think this isn't the Yeti themselves.
no.
And if it is the Yeti, they're being influenced by something else. That's my theory.
So perhaps it would be better if we figured out what it is that's influencing them.
Personally, I would advocate for as stealthy an approach as we can.
Oh, like that.
You were right about keeping the covers then.
I wonder if we're turning to a mountain
Oh.
while we're travelling.
Fornication, I'm in trouble.
Why so?
Thanks to its fucking solar panels.
Hmm. Those are the things that draw power from the sun, aren't they?
We have a slightly more modern version than is generally available, and it's enough to keep this suit warm. I
Hate cold.
drops her face.
I see.
Can't deal with the cold.
Understandable. You could see there was no reaction of shock on his face.
Yeah. Well,
He may well have encountered your kind before.
oh, there's a bit. So he's like,
If he has any prejudice towards your kind, he's not showing it.
Well, you seem like the more traditional folk, and I'm sure you can come up with a solution of keeping him warm.
We certainly have ways of doing so.
I certainly wouldn't object to having it as a backup, if nothing else.
That's what this is for. And he gestures to his multi-layered skin coat that you can see. It's not just skin, you know.
It's human flesh.
He takes it off and he gives it to you. No, it's not quite that bad. But as you can feel it, you can feel the coat itself is warm.
Magical. Yeah. Ah, yes, that should do. And I can keep the electric one as a backup.
I would recommend something like that, but not that one.
That's
That's mine.
yours. It is a bit big for me.
We'll
No
get
offense,
you.
you're
We'll get you a
fucking
problem.
huge.
Yes, I know.
Right.
It helps. It helps combating
We
Yetis.
got a mission to
I'd
do.
also imagine it helps with combating the cold.
It does also.
You got a mission to do. You can flirt with the big dragon later.
He's a monk. I don't think they're... Actually, I don't know. With Buddhist monks, they might be. I don't know. Regardless, we need to focus on the mission at hand.
Yes.
Okay. The numbers don't add up, but we need to go into their territory. If we were to approach one of their villages, could we perhaps... Oh, no, they'll know we're there. They'll probably sniff us out, I'm guessing.
Most likely. It may not be impossible, but it's difficult for certain.
Quick question. Do you know what the houses are built out of?
They're not built out of anything. They're tunneled into the mountain. They live in a cave system.
Do they ever use fire? No, of course they don't. They're
They
vulnerable
hate
to it.
fire.
No, far from it.
That's what I'm saying. What the house is built out of, because if anything flammable lights it all up.
There's nothing flammable up where they live anyway. It's too cold for any vegetation. That's why they have to come down out of the mountains.
What do they feed on most of the time?
Well, generally, if they can, well, when they'll get past the snow line, sometimes they'll feed on different kinds of vegetation that they find down there. They'll also feed on animals.
So they're omnivorous.
Yes, yeah, from what we can tell.
Huh.
What are you thinking?
It's not a full idea yet. It needs to mature. I'm going to put that on the back burner, but that's ticked something in my mind. Okay, let's plot out our route across the mountains.
Well,
I
we
defer
can-
to you here. You know the place.
we can get to the edge of our territory relatively easily. That'll be a relatively straight walk through the ravines. We will, unfortunately, have to go through some of the territory that was ravaged by the Yeti.
That will give us an opportunity to look at one of the attack sites and see if there's any clues there.
True enough.
We do have a few tools that might be able to pick up on things that aren't available to you. But
Oh,
then again,
all for it.
I imagine you've got tools that we can't use either. So
Well, maybe so. But I'm all for it. Once we get to the edge of our territory, that's when the real stuff starts. That's when we'll have to start climbing into the mountains. From that point on, there's very little in the way of ravines, and it's probably 30 miles until we get to where I suspect the heart of their territory is. I would expect them to defend that territory, so be prepared for that.
unfortunate.
Dragon
So-
Ball Rascal.
It makes sense,
I
though.
appreciate that.
And
People always defend their home.
Yeah. Is there anything you could think of that might be interpreted as... I appreciate that you don't think that it's a possibility, and to be honest, I'm kind of inclined to agree. Is there any move we can make to indicate we wish to parley? Because there is the story of the king coming here. Now,
That, from what I know, that was many centuries ago, much before my time.
you'll forgive me for asking, is it apocryphal?
I mean, difficult to say. It's in the records, but no one survives from that time. Even the abbot himself, he's approaching 100, and that was well before his time.
What
Surely
do you
they-
do with your dead?
Why? What are you thinking?
Oh no.
I have a spell that allows me to communicate with the dead. I need an intact skull.
Oh, so he's a necromancer. We could bring him back.
You'd need more than an intact skull. You'd need the approval of the High Abbot himself.
Indeed.
Well, it's not an impossible request, but don't be surprised if it gets denied.
I fully understand.
There is a chamber beneath the monastery where our high abbots are mummified. It's not impossible.
Post or pre-mortem?
Um,
There is a tradition among some sects where they actually mummify
yes,
them.
the self-mummification. Yes, I'm aware. Some of our order have practiced that, though I don't know if the incumbent abbot at the time did or not. Regardless, it's practice to mummify them post-mortem if they didn't manage to do it in life.
I can give the full details of the spell itself. I appreciate that the answer will probably likely be no, but I am more than happy to provide all information that is required.
Well, the High Abbot will appreciate that for certain.
I'm also more than happy to be observed and people to monitor to ensure I'm not doing nothing disrespectful. I would actually appreciate that to ensure that I do not accidentally do something disrespectful.
They will also appreciate that, I
You
can
could
tell you that
even
much.
offer to write down the questions you want to ask,
Yes,
cast a spell, and let them talk to him, so you don't talk
I
directly.
have to be the one who asked the
Oh,
question.
do you? Okay.
But that is a good idea to get the questions, with the understanding that if some of the answers lead to a different question, we can discuss it quickly on site.
Okay.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
And if they have a question, you could maybe...
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, if there's any, I can cast this spell once per day. I think
Yeah, but once you've cast it on somebody, you can't cast it on them again, can you?
not for a century.
The abbot goes, could
But-
you ask him where he put the butter?
But if there were any matters of record that need to be recovered from prior generations, understanding that this does take a full day, and I'm more than happy to stay on a little longer once we have completed our mission to fulfill any requirements, that is the service I'm willing to offer.
That might be something that could sway them, certainly.
Again, I don't want to be seen as disrespectful in any way, so please reassure them that I am not going to do anything without their sanction.
Good. No, they will be reassured of that, I can tell you that much.
Also, this is the first time I'm using this, so
Maybe,
test runs of mine would be a
maybe don't tell them that. Maybe don't tell them that.
You can test run it on me if you want.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna look to you. I'm gonna look to him. To you.
Well, you're not wearing your.
Are you wearing your disguise?
I joke. I am wearing my disguise.
Did you say that in character, though?
Yes, I did say that in character.
It doesn't work on the living.
That makes sense. I kind of spell doesn't seem like it would.
I sort of am giving him side eye. I am not making any attempt to deceive this guy. He can tell that I am annoyed that he said that.
He's clued in now, at least. He doesn't seem to be saying anything, but like... Okay.
As I say, we have a diverse selection of skills and natures.
Indeed you do. Well...
And I can understand the need to hide because I am feeling very uncomfortable.
Unless there's any other things that you need to tell me or discuss.
I'd still like to get, or be denied, permission for sending a copy of this back to headquarters.
Yeah, the novice should be back with that in a moment or two.
Very good. If we are able to get that sorted today, and they are... I would imagine that they probably won't be able to give us an answer tonight, will they? I imagine this is something they'll want to debate for a couple of hours at least.
I would imagine so. Yes.
This might be
We
something.
will probably not be in attendance for it either. Private business is usually discussed between the archbishops, the bishops, and the abbot himself.
Perhaps I should write down some things that... the explanation of what I want to get across.
I think that would probably be best. That
So-
way they can...
Particularly these attacks aren't specific. Like, on
You can write
specific
Draconic
dates
Quest.
or days.
Yes.
Not that we
Would you write this down
can
in
see. I mean, a few
Yeah,
of them have
like
taken
super
place on
ID
holidays,
stuff.
but as many as that did take place on holidays have taken place on perfectly normal days as well.
Look at your handwriting. It's actually pretty good. I've gotten him to write it down in Draconic.
Very nice, yeah, they'd appreciate that.
It is on a piece of note paper that's torn out of the notepad though, so it's a little bit long.
I mean, if you want it, yeah,
Still
parchment paper.
Yes.
Oh,
It
so he
does,
is parchment
but I'm
paper.
not going to waste your parchment.
It's expensive.
They understand that we are modern. We are making accommodations,
Yeah,
and if he was really worried about it, he'd have given me a piece of paper to write it on.
yeah, yeah, he has said something.
And this is written in like fountain pen ink, so they understand.
Yeah.
It's more modern, but it's understandable. It's paper, just more refined paper.
At this point, you hear a knock on the door. Brother Zhao goes to it. The novice is stood outside, and he whispers something in Brother Zhao's ear. He says, "Right, summon the deacon. I need to speak to him." And the novice pads away. They've given permission for you to photograph the map and send it back to your people.
Very well. I will show him as I take the photograph, and I will check with him that he is okay with the photograph and go through to demonstrate exactly what I'm doing. So he has seen everything I've done,
Perfectly fine.
and I explain it to him step by step. And now I just wait for 10 minutes because the signal's terrible.
Yeah, you will have that.
Well, we're going off satellites. Oh, actually, I go over to the window, put it there.
You see that it goes a little bit quicker this time.
Right.
Just reminded, it is tendering.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it is.
So, is there anything else that you particularly want to do in this room itself right now? Any other questions that you need to ask?
Let's ask
Brother
him
Zhao?
about the Yeti. Because he's fought them before. He has
And
actually fought them.
what weaknesses or
Well,
strengths are they?
We heard that fire is effective.
fire is effective at well,
Wading.
fire is effective at making them afraid. They aren't vulnerable to fire, as you may say, but fire certainly makes them panic, which is about as much of an advantage as you can get.
We have the ability to deploy it at fairly long range using our weapons.
Yes, I see you have various firearms and things.
Not just that, the bullets themselves have been treated with a substance that can actually ignite in the air.
Tracer rounds, yeah?
Essentially, yes.
Yes.
And Dragon Breath rounds.
Yes.
I'm sort of grinning and I'm like, you've had to deal with the CCP, you haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You
A
had
Chinese sniper
I can
tried to
deploy
kill me with one of those
15
before.
cone.
It didn't work.
trying to take on a dragonborn,
With-
a fire dragonborn, with fire rounds.
The poor
With
old human
phosphorus.
didn't know what he was fighting.
Oh boy.
Needless to say, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Regardless, fire makes them panic.
Mhm.
They have a very keen sense of smell and are extremely good at hiding in the snow. Outside of the snow,
Hence
they,
why I go combat.
outside of the snow, they stick out like a bit of a sore thumb. But
Perhaps we should invest in something to cover our scent.
it's
Animal
not a
manure.
bad idea.
It's
Quite difficult to cover your scent in the high altitudes, though, because there's nothing else that makes a scent. You have
Animal
to
manure in the
neutralize it
village.
completely.
Yeah, but that's just going to mean we smell of animal, which is going to draw attention. We
just
need
smell
something
Yeah,
that's
that
neutral.
that would be
Oh.
worse than useless.
I just thought of what we could use.
Oh God.
Tree stuff.
Febreze.
Do you happen to have 18 cans of Febreze?
No,
Do you have Febreze in your
maybe
bag
we
of
could call
holding?
in. Maybe we could call in an airdrop.
Call an airdrop of Febreze.
That's how we
Oh,
fight the
God.
Yetis. Chemical warfare.
Check in your bag if you have a can of Febreze.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do
no.
it at
Not
the
at all.
monastery, but maybe if we could get permission to drop it somewhere further on to the head of the territory.
That's fair.
Because the helicopter just flies over and just chucks a
How,
crate of
uh,
Febreze outside.
how sensitive is their sense of smell?
Is it
Pretty
acute?
sensitive.
Is there anything there that's might embarrass to?
Not that we've ever been able to find thus far.
You know what we could do the opposite way? We should get the airdrop to drop loads of scented things all over the mountainside, and then they'll smell all sorts of weird things.
That is actually
And
not
then
a
can't
terrible
smell us.
In a way, that's not the worst idea.
Because they can't smell you if there's like
Big
the
indoor
mountain
smells.
tops covered in potpourri. They're never going to smell you come in.
It does mean we
Maybe
have to do
it-
a lot of flights, though, which I get the feeling is not too well.
No, not that much. If we're going in a particular direction, we just have to
Line
airdrop
it.
it.
Plus,
Just
they will
line.
know exactly where we're going.
The one thing that might cause a bit of a problem there, even if they are, I'm relatively familiar with, aeroplane markings and things like that. Even if they are black aircraft, I think you call them,
Yes.
would the Chinese and the Indians not probably kick up a fuss about a number of
And
unmarked
the last
aircraft going through their airspace?
And the last thing we need is to kick off kick off a war between China and India. They're both nuclear powers.
That would be even worse.
Yes.
At least we'll get rid of Yeti.
I mean, yes, it
And
would.
it'd make
It would
a
also
war.
get rid of all of us.
Yes,
It'd make it-
including us.
Yeah.
Um,
One more thing that I should say about the Yeti. They aren't completely mundane either.
They have some magic.
They do have some magic. I have observed it before. It's some kind of. I've read a bit of other cultures. Are you familiar with Medusa?
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Not quite
petrified.
not quite as extreme as that, but it's a sort of
a gaze that holds you in place.
it's a gaze that chills you. I can't really describe it in a better way than that, but I've seen people freeze under this gaze, turn into solid ice.
Yeah.
So
I put dark glasses on.
With their language, is this a sentient language or is it more like a creature's language?
sort of halfway between the two.
Because
There is a lot of. I take it you're asking if I can speak Yeti as well in this.
Well, no,
instance.
I have the ability to speak to creatures.
What kind of creatures?
He's a druid.
Any-
So I can cast spells to literally speak to creatures.
Above table, what is the actual spell you're thinking
Speak
of
with
here?
animals.
Speak without.
Which these
Which
guys
they have to be beasts
Yeah,
for, I
these
believe.
guys
You
are
would know that these
monstrosities.
guys are monstrosities, and therefore you cannot use speak with animals
If
on
they
them,
have a
unfortunately.
language, you can't use speak with animals anyway.
No. They do have a language. They can speak Yeti. and Brother Zhao will tell you that he is versed in the Yeti language.
What sort of? Could you? Could you? Yeah. I think it may be a good idea if we all learn at least a couple of basic words in it.
What we could do is I could teach you some of their hunting calls to try and confuse them in combat. That would be useful.
That is a very good idea.
It's certainly worth a try.
Is anybody here a wizard?
What? I'm a wizard.
Do you comprehend languages?
Yeah, you could understand.
Fair point.
I could take comprehend languages.
That's what I say. If we're not leaving till the morning, you could literally change to comprehend language, and then you could literally speak to them.
You can also record it and broadcast it back from devices and use that to lure them to a set place.
You can record things on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
very nice.
You showed the image. Would you like to see the video?
Yeah, go on.
I could do a quick video of my hand like that. Back.
My
That
God,
could work.
the technology they got these days.
It also do audio, though it is distorted by coming out of a small speaker and it's tuned for human hearing.
I mean, any kind of noise would probably service as at least a momentary distraction. That'll do something.
Well, we've all got devices. I'm sure we can set up. You mentioned somebody had an MP3 player. It's for the good of the team.
And at this point, as it is
Pretty much
3 minutes to 11, the deacon himself will come through the door after giving a polite rap. I believe you wished to see me. Yes, sir. They have a plan to find out a little more about the Yeti King, as it were. Oh, and what would that be?
I have the ability to cast a spell which can be used to communicate with the dead. However, it does require physical access to the person in question's skull, including the lower jaw. I am given to understand that your order practices a form of mummification. Now, before I say any more, please understand that this is not intended with any disrespect, nor would I be intending to do anything disrespectful. I have the ability to ask 5 questions, which we can negotiate and discuss exactly what would be discussed, with allowances for if information came out that would be useful. I'm also willing to offer to use this to the benefit of the monastery at some point in the future after this mission is completed, if you wanted to verify information that has been either lost or over time corrupted, I can use this spell to communicate with other members, provided, of course, that is acceptable at all. I have pre-written all of this. Well, my colleague has written it in Draconic, so it is a bit more reasonable to read. I apologise for it being a bit cramped, but my notepad's small. This is the exact details of the spell itself and what I would aim to find out. I would appreciate it if the hierarchy would be willing to at least consider this. I fully understand the likelihood is that they will probably reject this, but I think this would be an excellent way of getting the information that might lead to a non-violent solution being possible.
You'll never say never.
But it's no harm to ask, I think. Thank you.
If you gentlemen are comfortable here in Brother Zhao's quarters, I will take this to the abbot straight away.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
He backs out and closes the door.
And we will find out next week.
And that is where we will leave the session.
Right, thank you for joining us, folks. We have been...
Luke.
Edward.
Lawrence.
Dave.
I've been V, and thank you to Ed for running for tonight. That is appreciated.
Thank you.
Same time next week?
Yes, I think next week as well. What is it?
Hopefully we'll have Toby with us, because unfortunately the poor boy has been suffering from a cold. Well, flu, actually, I think it was.
Yeah, flu.
Yep, next week.
Regardless, we will see you guys next week, all being well. But for now, we wish you all a good night.
Mon Dieu.
Bye.
All right, you can fuck off now.